What's happening, Captain? Let's get it, man. Let's get it. A little chilly in here, so let me just close the door. Oh, man. I'm going to be on straight cleanup. There's a lot of things I need to do that I haven't done. Drama queen. Yeah. What you mean is live working? Yeah, it's working. I see you. I see me. We are already on the. Oh, gotta get rid of this. Oh my gracious. I'm burnt out, tired, and I didn't get half of the stuff I wanted to get done. What's up? We're about to get started. We're gonna fly right through these bad boys. Here we go. What's up? What is up, YouTube? How y'all doing? Yeah. Check it out without a doubt. We got Green Day, my main man, Christopher. Christopher is y'all know. Y'all done heard it over and over again, man. He is a patron, man, and patrons guaranteed to get their request in, and he is patron. He is requesting this Green Hog Day. Green Hog, listen to me. Green Day. Hey, drama queen. Without any further ado, hit that subscribe button. Hit that bell. Let's check it out.
She is my drama queen. She is so wet and reckless. She is my drama queen. She dangles from her necklace. Daddy's little bundle of joy out of a magazine. Everyone's drama queen is old enough to bleed now. She is my drama queen. Her life is now unfolding. There goes my drama queen. What do you think she's holding? A little drama queen. Or did you find your savior? Oh, little drama queen, you better call a lawyer. Daddy's little bundle of joy out of a magazine. Everyone's drama queen is old enough to bleed now. A little drama queen
Drama queen.
from New York to San Francisco. Everyone's drama queen. I think she's going psycho. Daddy's little bundle of joy out of a magazine.
My little drama queen. Love the guitars in there, man. They just jam it down. You know, Christopher asked for that one right there. Gave him a thumbs up and everything. Green Day, man. They are definitely a group that just puts it straight out there, man. And let me know that you could do music without all this complicated stuff, man, and people enjoy it. Enjoy their music, enjoy their lyrics, and I enjoy listening to the Green Day sound. Y'all take it light, take it slow. Tell them Uncle Mike told you so. Peace out. My little drama queen. Yeah, we do all the patrons first. You know, they come first in our book. We had to turn on the VPN. Yeah. Nah, homie. Oh, okay. Something I'm forgetting to do, but if I'm forgetting about it, then. Hey, Mikey Mike. To hear fired, y'all. What is up? You too. How y'all doing? Yeah. The bathroom businessman. Lord have mercy, Christopher. You are crazy. My man Chris asked for this one right here. He's one of our patrons. Patrons guaranteed to get their request in. Become a patron, help support the channel. We do a lot of donations to help feed people that don't have any food, no way of getting food, and we help support them, man. So think about it, man. Go check out our in our description feed. We're gonna start promoting that again and everything. Thanks so much for everybody who gave, everybody who support the channel, everybody who subscribed to the channel. Hit that subscribe button, hit that bell. Let's check it out.
You work hard. And in this economy, you can't afford to take a break. But you're only human. At some point, you have to go. Did you know the average American wastes 15 minutes a day in the bathroom?
I'm flushing my career down the toilet.
Well, now you don't have to.
Wow.
With the Bathroom Businessman.
What?
It's a fully functional workspace where you need it most. In the bathroom stall.
Well, now I can finally get some work done.
A desktop computer, filing cabinets, even a paper shredder. And the Bathroom Businessman is portable and discreet.
Oh, should I hold your calls?
No. Forward them to the bathroom.
Bathroom Businessman is a cinch to set up. Simply open the briefcase, remove its contents, and begin anchoring the shelves. Then wire the fax modem to the nearest data port, update your network software, and begin assembling the computer's hard drive.
Can't reach the toilet. I can't get out.
I can't get out.
What happened?
I just my pants.
Don't let it come to this. Stop texting and checking email on the toilet. Nothing's that important. And it's disgusting.
This has been a public service announcement for decency.
Oh my gracious. Hey. I guess they changed their mind and said, wait a minute, this ain't gonna work, man. Hey, that's funny, man. That would be cool if you could just have a portable. In fact, all bathrooms should be like that, I guess. I'm assuming. I don't know. Hey, Christopher, that was funny right there. I like that one. Hey, I'm going to get on up out of here. Y'all take it light, take it slow. Tell them Uncle Mike told you so. Peace out. All right. Tika. Rashid is in the house. Yeah. Where we at? This must be Tika right here. I know. I can tell. Yep. Tika times 2. Who is this? Okay. Lord have mercy. This is all we think about is food. Oh my goodness. This is funny. Lord have mercy. Up. These people, boy. Okay, you got it in there. All right. Anyway. All right, check it out. Let's rock. Tika. So Young. Love on top. So Young. I'm using that song a lot for my exits, my outros. What is up, YouTube? How y'all doing? Yeah. Check it out without a doubt. Let's see what this bad boy is all about. As I set up everything, man, I gotta set my thing up. Hey, So Young. Tika asked for this one right here. Tika. My mouse is messing up, man. So hit that subscribe button, hit that bell, and let's check this bad boy out.
2, 3, 4. Bring to beat it.
Wait a minute.
Honey, I can see the stars all the way from here. Can't you see the glow on the window pane? I can feel the sun whenever you're near. Every time you touch me, I just melt away. Everybody asks me why I'm smiling up from ear to ear, but I know nothing's perfect, but it's worth it after finding through my tears. And finally you put me first. Baby, it's you. You're the one I love. You're the one I need. You're the only one I see. Come on, baby, it's you. You're the one that gives you all. You're the one I can always call when I need to make everything stop. Finally, you put my love on top. Oh, come on, baby. Top.
Baby, I can feel the wind whipping past my face.
Woo, nice.
As we dance the night away. Boy, your lips taste like a night of sangria. As I kiss you again and again and again and again.
Everybody asks me why I'm smiling up from ear to ear, but I know nothing's perfect, but it's worth it after fighting through the tears. And finally you put me first. Baby, it's you.
Get it, keyboard player.
You're the one I love.
Hey.
You're the one I need. You're the only one I see. Come on, baby, it's you. You're the one that gives you all. You're the one I can always call when I need to make everything stop. Finally, you put my love on top. Baby, you're the one I
D-Change.
love. You're the one I need. You're the only one I see. Come on, baby, it's you.
Hold up. Wait a minute. We got to do the ending again.
You're the only one I see.
Ending.
Come on, baby, it's you. You're the one that gets you all. You're the one I can always call when I need to make everything stop. Finally, you pull my love on top.
Yes.
Thank you.
Yes. Yes. That is how you sing. God dang. That's my buddy right there, man. I was calling her my girlfriend, then I realized she was married. Now I don't want to start nothing. You got to really watch what you say on YouTube, man, and I don't want to offend nobody. I'm just having fun and enjoying myself. But yeah. I'm just gonna leave it at that, man. That was incredible, man. I was noticing her microphone was a little louder than everybody else's microphone. Now we see why, because she is the lead singer in this group, in this song right here. Like the key changes, I like at the end of this thing, the key changes keep going up and up and up, and she controlled every key change. Incredible. That was incredible, man. She is incredible. She's an incredible singer. I'm going to get on up out of here. Y'all take it light, take it slow. Tell them Uncle Mike told you so. Peace out. Come on, baby, it's you. So young. Again. So young. What's up, YouTube? How y'all doing? I almost forgot to do my intro, man. Sonya, I'm so anxious. I'm so itching to get to hear this beautiful voice. So y'all hit that subscribe button, hit that bell. Tika is bringing you this one. She's a patron, man. Patrons guaranteed to get their request in. So let's check it out. Yeah. Grape apes in the house. That's nice.
사공의 뱃노래 가물거리며 사막도 파도 깊이 스며드는데 부두의 새악시 아롱쳐진 옷자락 이별의 눈물이냐 목포의 서름
Summertime, and the living is easy.
Okay.
Fish are jumping, and the cotton is high. Your dad is rich, and your mom is good looking. So hush, little baby, don't you cry. One of these mornings, you're gonna rise up singing. Then you spread your little wings and take to the sky. But until that morning, there is nothing can harm you. With your daddy and mommy standing by.
That girl playing that guitar and singing at the same time is incredible. That is, oh my gracious, man. So young, golly. I used her a sample. I used her voice. This is how much I really like her. Thank you, Tika. Tika asked for this one right here. And Tika asked me to actually do a song using her vocal, a riff that she did, and I mixed it and everything. I thought it sounded pretty good. I'm using it as an outro on a lot of this P. Diddy stuff, Lord have mercy. But it's beautiful, man. It sends goosebumps. She sends goosebumps in up my spine, man. I love it. Love her voice. Look here, I'm gonna get on up out of here. Y'all take it light, take it slow. Tell them Uncle Mike told you so. Peace out. I think is that 4 already? All right, y'all. Where we at? This is Scarlet Cross. This is my main man, War Eagle 72. And then Tom McDonald's. All right, let's rock. What is up, YouTube? How y'all doing? Yeah. Scarlet's Cross. War Eagle 72 asked for this one right here. He is a patron. Patrons guaranteed to get their request in, and he is requesting this and bringing it to you. Hit that subscribe button. Let's hit that bell, baby. Let's check this bad boy. Yeah. Let's go. Hey.
My mind remains my pain. I'm tied down to this chain. It spirals as I ache to find holy embrace. Stay with me, I'm afraid of my soul. Blackened and left in control. Cannot be free, and you can't deny. The end is coming. The end is coming. Will we live when we die?
Yeah!
Just keep on saving our goodbyes.
Let's go.
And the cost, the world will stain us with the Scarlet Cross. A symbol for my shame.
From
The color of your name. It's how they see you break and live with my mistakes.
Hit it, drummer.
For me, cast away from it all, watching
tripping.
and I can't let go. The end is coming. The end is coming. Will we live when we die?
Yeah.
Just keep on saving our goodbyes. The fear and the cost. The world will stain us with the scarlet cross.
Whoa! Let's go.
And the cost, the world will stain us with the scarlet
Let's go.
cross.
Woo! Let's go.
Will we live?
Will we live?
When we die?
Will we die?
Just keep on saving our goodbyes. The fear and the cost. The world will stain us with the scarlet cross. With the fear and the cost, the world will stain us with the scarlet cross. With the scarlet cross. With the scarlet cross.
I don't know, War Eagle. That's a smoker right there. That thing, will we live? I ain't gonna mess up the ending, man. That thing goes right there. Hey, you almost got fired on that one, man. You better be lucky I can't find my pink slip there. War Eagle 72, that was fire. I likes that right there. That thing sounds good, man. Perfectly mixed and everything. Look here, I'm going to get on up out of here. Hey, y'all take it light, take it slow. Y'all tell them Uncle Mike told you so. Peace out. When we live, when we die. Oh, man. Shoot, what we got here? This is Tom McDonald and Nova. Oh my gracious. Let's rock. What is up, YouTube? How y'all doing? Yeah. I wonder what Tom McDonald and Nova is thinking about all this P. Diddy, baby oil, and all this stupid stuff is in the music industry. And I am so glad that these two right here, they skipped all that. Cause these my peoples right here. I likes them, man. Goodbye, Joe. See you later, Joe. Tom McDonald and my girl Nova Rockefeller. Yeah, man. Shout out to the I'm going to say the Hangover Gang. There it is. I remember now. I'm getting better. Getting better, man. Y'all hit that subscribe button. Hit that bell. Let's check this bad boy out.
America is going woke. The streets are full of fire and smoke. This ain't the way I thought it would be. The White House full of evil folks. Americans ain't free no more. They don't respect folks like you and me.
Hey, before we get started, somebody please put in the comments, what type of camera is Nova using on this production, man? Her videos is off the chain. Okay, wait a minute. Back to the video. Here we go. Look at the clarity of the
White House
video.
full of evil folks. Americans ain't
that's
free
a
no
nice,
more.
soft
They
look.
don't respect folks like you and me.
They don't respect folks like you and me.
The way we're treated ain't been fair. Fake news on every TV. 4 years we've been in this nightmare. While they killed American dreams. We can't afford our lives here. Rent, food, and gasoline. These colors don't run, and I only warn you once. Buddy, don't tread on me. I won't forget the ones who died for our freedom, and I ain't gonna hand it back. No, no, no. If liberty and justice ain't enough to believe in, then get out of here and don't look back. Go, go, go. We love our home, and if you don't, pack your bags, you're free to go. Don't let the big door hit you with a good Lord split ya. Wave goodbye to Joe. We love our land. If you ain't fans, buddy will help you pack your bags. Don't let the big door hit you with a good Lord.
Oh, we'll help you pack your bags. Y'all will.
Good Lord split ya. Wave goodbye to Joe.
Bye-bye,
we love
Joe.
our land. If you ain't fans, buddy will help you pack your bags. Don't let the big door hit you with a good Lord split ya. Burn someone else's flag.
America is losing hope, divided by the way we vote. This ain't the way that this all should be.
Nope. No, it shouldn't.
We're fighting over memes and jokes. They're burning flags that we hold close. They think that war's only overseas.
That's true.
The way we're painted ain't been fair. So what? You don't know me. You got something to say? Well, I'm right here. Thank God for the freedom of speech. You like to claim I don't care, 'cause I ain't gonna bend no knees.
These colors don't run, and I only warn you once. Buddy, don't tread on me. I won't forget the ones who died for our freedom, and I ain't gonna hand it back. No, no, no. If liberty and justice ain't enough to believe in, then get out of here and don't look back. Go, go, go. We love our home, and if you don't, pack your bags, you're free to go. Don't let the big door hit you with a good Lord split ya. Wave goodbye to Joe. We
Bye-bye,
love our
Joe.
land. If you ain't fans, buddy will help you pack your bags. Don't let the big door hit you with a good Lord split ya. Burn someone else's flag. If you look close, you'll see America. She don't look quite like she did. This ain't the country that our parents loved, but I still hear her on the wind. We love our home, and if you don't, pack your bags, you're free to go. Don't let the big door hit you with a good Lord split ya. Wave goodbye to Joe. We
Bye-bye,
love
Joe.
our land. If you ain't fans, buddy will help you pack your bags. Don't let the big door hit you with a good Lord split ya. Burn someone else's flag.
Buddy, we'll help you pack your bags. That's my part right there. I like that part right there. Hey, man, that is nice, man. That is real nice right there. Love, like I said, love the video, man. I'm looking at the quality and the tones, the softness of the video and the tone, the color tones is incredible, man. Nice job, very nice job, man. Hey, I'm gonna get on up out of here. How y'all doing? Y'all doing all right? Y'all take it light, take it slow. Y'all tell them Uncle Mike told you so. Peace out. Shout out to Tom McDonald. Tika in the house. Dirty loops, baby. Don't hurt me. Dirty loops, don't hurt me. What is up, YouTube? How y'all doing? Yeah. Love it when Dirty Loops bring that clean funk. That clean funk, man. Hey, shout out to all the Dirty Loops fans and all that good stuff, man, because I'm a big fan of theirs, too. So y'all hit that subscribe button and hit that bell. Let's check it out. Black and white, baby. Oh, straight to the funk. Straight to the funk.
A buggy spun in hot town, Mississippi.
His parents gave him love and affection to keep him strong, moving in the right direction, living just enough for today. His father works.
Wait a minute. I thought I saw that the first time. It's a roll of toilet paper. They so funky. They got the toilet paper right there ready. They so funky. Watch this. Wait a minute.
Just enough for today.
Look at that toilet paper right there, man. That is toilet paper, baby. Yeah, that's when you know you funky, man. Here we go.
Moving in the right direction,
Living just enough. Just enough.
for today.
Hey.
His father works some days for 14 hours. And you can bet he barely makes $1.
That's right.
His mother goes to scrap the folks a minute, and you best believe she hardly gets a penny. Living just enough.
That's enough.
Just enough for the city. His hair is long, his feet are hot and gritty. He spends the life walking the streets of New York City. He's almost dead from breathing air pollution. He tried and fought, but to him there's no solution. Living just enough for the city. I hope you hear inside my voice of sorrow, and that it motivates you to make it better tomorrow. This place is screwed, and the way could be much colder. If we don't change, the world will soon be over. Living just enough for the city.
Get the drummer some. Get it, drummer.
Living just enough for the city, oh baby. Just enough for the city, oh baby. Just enough for the city, oh baby. Come on. Just enough. Just enough. Just enough.
That boy's bad on that bass guitar. Hey.
Just enough. Just enough. Just enough. Just enough. Just for the city. Just for the city, girl. Just for the city. For the city. For the city. Just for the city. Just for the city,
Even the last note was like, I wouldn't have picked that last note. And that's why I'm not up there. The last note, Young, is like past funky. Watch this. When he running. Funky. Nigga hip-hop style. Zoom. God, Lord have mercy, man. Oh, my goodness, man. Oh, my gracious. Look here. Hey. Dirty loops, man. The loops so dirty, they got the daggone toilet paper up there under the bass drum. Yeah, yeah. Don't you take that idea unless you funky. You gotta, oh my gracious, man. Living, that was crazy. Hey, I'm gonna get on up out of here. Y'all take it light, take it slow. Tell them Uncle Mike told you so. Peace out. $288, huh? Mine's still saying 287, but I believe you. Yep, 288. Anyway, that was the name of that tune, y'all. What's this? Baby Monster. All together they make one monster. What is up, YouTube? How y'all doing? Yeah. Check it out without a doubt. No, you get one plaque for the 100, only 100. And then you get another plaque after you hit 1 million. So y'all hit that subscribe button, hit that bell. Baby Monster. It's only one monster. The group together makes a total of one monster. I got to remember stuff like that. Hey, y'all hit that subscribe button, hit that bell. Let's check this bad boy. Yeah.
Hey. Click, clack, heels tap, walking with my hips back. Money click, clack, click, clack, click, clack, click, clack. Spending money, charge. Who believe in large. Walking like a boss. We make 'em talk.
Yeah, I need a van to hold on my bags. Always the first and never the last. Here with my girls, we step in the scene. We do it big, you know what I mean. If I say which one looks better, you see both. I'm back from any angle, hit that pose.
Legend tennis bracelets, baby. Blue water vacations. I admit that I'm so vicious. No, I ain't the one to play with. Everybody wanna know. Really bring it up the show. Any, mini, money, more. Get your body told you ain't even know I'ma let it go. Click, clack, heels tap. Walking with my hips back. Money, click, clack, click, clack.
Baby
click,
monsters,
clack,
baby.
Clack. Spending money, charge. Who be living large. Walking like a boss. We make 'em talk. Click, clack, heels tap. Walking with my hips back. Money, click, clack, click, clack, click, clack, click. Walking like a boss. We make 'em talk.
Yeah, get back with the D-Mac. Clap, bring that ASAP. If they all up in the feelings, that's too bad. I believe it to the bank in my Maybach. Left and kiss that big rock. Tunnel vision 2020 top notch. Spend a million of it, I'm so hot. Put some ice on my wrist, that's what's up.
I'm on it, got it, find it. Got your word in my pocket. 0-100, life up, Barbie. Hit the gas.
Who gon' stop me?
You love when baby monster hits. Cartier stick up on my wrist. Flip my hair and blow a kiss. Not a dentist, but I'm flossing, sis.
Click, clack, heels tap. 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 Walking with my hips back. Money, click, clack, click, clack, click, clack.
Swing at the beat.
Click, clack, heels tap. Walking with my hips back. Money, click, clack, click, clack.
Yes, Paul.
Let's take the lead. Go ahead, ladies. Ain't looking back. Let's take the lead. Go ahead, ladies.
go. Baby Monsters, man. That's a group to study right there. You just be studying that, man. Checking out all the production that they doing, man. It's simple. It's simple production, but it all put together. Not too much in it. Not too much in it, man. And just let the vocals shine. It's all about letting them vocals shine. Hey, I'm going to get on up out of here. Y'all take it light, take it slow. Tell them Uncle Mike told you so. Peace out. Up, Baby Monster drip. I just saw that up there. Ha ha. Right on to here. All right. Baby Monster drip. Give him a thumbs up. What is up, YouTube? How y'all doing? Yeah. All right, y'all, check this out. Baby Monster. This is drip right here. Like that big old mitt. That's a cooking's mitt for kids cartoon show. Hit that subscribe button. Hit that bell. Baby Monster, y'all, let's check it out.
Yeah.
3.
When I dress, I don't think so much. I could be the gold, I don't need too much. I'm a cynical, I'ma eat that lunch. Baby, so cold, get the ice cream truck.
찌릿찌릿 놀아볼까. kitty, yeah, we gotta run this town. Hitting me up, cause I got what they like. Baby, got no chance, but I hit that dance.
I'll be there. 고민하지마. I'll be there. 망설이지마.
But you don't know about me. Yeah, you gon' know about me. Boy,
아름다운 별들이 빛나는 밤이야. What you say? 끝없는 가지, you know it's on me. Got them. What you say? Are you ready? Set, turn on the lights.
baby got passion, ambition, 난 보란 듯이.
Look at that 온몸으로 느끼는 내 몸짓.
Okay.
Baby got drip, 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 drip.
Baby got drip.
They're my monster, monster, monster. Came to conquer, baby, holla, what's up? We're the best, the rascal, best, we're blessed. 판을 180도 바꿔. Rise to the dream, a copy, no knockoff. Bet on my left, this bitch, I'm gon' walk off. Most disco, 잡아, hold tight. 끝까지 밟아, you know we gon' ride. I'll be there. 고민하지마. I'll be there. 망설이지마. But you don't know about me. Yeah, you gon' know about me. Boy, 아름다운 별들이 빛나는 밤이야. What you say? 끝없는 가지, you know it's on me.
Got them. What you say? Are you ready? Set, turn on the lights.
Baby got passion, ambition, 난 보란 듯이.
Yeah.
Look at that 온몸으로 느끼는 내 몸짓.
Let's go.
Baby got drip, drip, drip,
Got that drip.
drip.
Baby got
drip,
They got that drip.
가끔 쓰러진데도 I'ma shine as bright as diamond. Say my name.
다시 일어나. Now watch me do it all again.
Baby got drip. You know we talk about
Baby got drip. Baby got drip.
Got the drip, yeah.
Baby got drip. Drip, drip, drip. Yeah, drip. That's what the baby got. The baby got drip, baby. Look here, man. That thing go right there. Shoot, man. I almost got up out of my seat on that one. Look here. Woo. I'm sitting down dancing. Got to get me some daggone oxygen. That was fire right there, man. Love the dancing, man. That's body moves, man. I'm too old to be moving like that. I just watch. Y'all take it light, take it slow. Y'all tell them Uncle Mike told you so. Peace out. Baby got drip. Thank you, Paul Meets World. Appreciate it. Oh man, I'm just trying to get through this music. Melvin Combs. Okay. This one right here, we'll do this one real quick. Then What is up, YouTube? How y'all doing? Check it out without a doubt, man. Hey, P. Diddy opens up about his father, Melvin Combs. Now, I've been doing a lot of research and stuff, and I think, of course, we always want our parents. His father passed away, just in case y'all didn't know, when he was real little. But he paints a different picture of his father than what we think, allegedly, or everybody say allegedly, than what he actually is. So I haven't seen this and everything. My people's brought it to me, and we thought we'd do a reaction to it. I guess my first time reaction. So check this out, man. Let's check this bad boy out. Hit that subscribe button and hit that bell. Hit that subscribe button, man. Let's run some subscribers up, baby.
He was killed when I was 3 years old. I don't have a lot of memories of my father.
Okay.
They say, you can't miss something you never had. So that's only a little ways right, There's definitely been times as I've gotten older that I've missed my father. And, his presence not being there, having somebody not to ask, manly advice. And just things that you would ask your father. Also things that you would celebrate with him, that would make him proud, My father was a hustler, He was a drug dealer, he was a hustler. And I learned early in life there's only two ways out of that, dead or in jail. And, made me work that even harder. So sometimes you can't just answer why, things happen. But I definitely think the route that I went on, staying out the streets and, hitting my books and trying to be somebody, I think he played a role in that. I think that even if we don't know our parents, we still have their DNA in us. We have their genes. And I have his hustler's mentality, his hustler spirit, his drive, his determination, his swag. And he's gonna be on my mind a lot today. You know what I'm saying? My father's name was Melvin Combs, and I'm Melvin's son, Sean Combs. Peace. Get back to eating my sandwich, but y'all made me cry.
Wow, that's crazy, man. I think that I feel sorry for him, man. I really feel sorry for him. Let's see. I'm gonna play to the end.
I really want to eat my sandwich.
Is this supposed to be him, P. Diddy in jail doing this? I don't know. They try to make it seem that way, y'all. You gotta double check everything. I ain't gonna promote that. He in jail and he did this. I'm not promoting that. I don't know. I'm just, everything, you just gotta take it with a grain of salt, man. That's all up here. But I feel sorry for Diddy. Imagine being so big, can't nobody tell you nothing, can't nobody tell you what to do. Everybody is around you, yes girls and yes boys. Everybody is just doing what Diddy says do. And he had nobody on a level head. And I ain't talking about the Clive Davises and all these other people that's doing allegedly doing stupid stuff. Somebody that say, "Yo, man, what you're doing is not cool, man." To these people, these people are human beings. The baby oil lace, if it is lace, allegedly, everything is allegedly, right? To the court comes out, but you have done something wrong to one of the 120 people that's coming forth, plus 5 more cases. And also, we clearly see what you did on the video. And by the way, y'all, it's 2 videos that's out on the internet of Diddy doing some negative things to Cassie. I just want to put that out there. So look here. I'm going to get on up out of here, man. And I just pray for him, man. Pray for his kids and everything, man. And see, Lord have mercy, boy. I can't wait. Can't wait till the trial start. Hey, y'all take it light, take it slow. Y'all tell them Uncle Mike told you so. Peace out. Oh, my goodness. Oh, my God. Many people had no one and don't turn into monsters. Yep. There we go. That's one. Let's see. Let me get something that's long. Oh, that's 11 minutes. Okay. What is up, YouTube? How y'all doing? Yeah. Okay, this is Courtney again, man. Courtney's this is his latest podcast. Oh my goodness, man. Diddy, grand jury court witness reveals. All right, hit that subscribe button, hit that bell. I ain't gonna talk that much this time. I think I over-talked the last time, man, and I apologize. I got a little beside myself, so y'all hit that subscribe button, hit that bell. Let's check it out.
He got it gone. She gone. And he like it. Look how he look. He got it gone. That's Lucifer for you. And she's a good artist. Mary J used to come to East Orange, New Jersey, and watch a certain person play football. She used to drive a whole row. I still remember her.
Wow.
I remember her up at T-Neck. I remember down at the Apollo. And 411 was Bain at the time.
He said he always called Diddy Lufa. I can't even pronounce it.
This guy, you can see what he about with her. She got a big career. And Danny Boy, when I knew Danny Boy up in Cali, Danny Boy was 15. She used to sleep with Danny Boy, but she sleep with Danny Boy, Diddy hitting Danny Boy. So you got a threesome. I believe that's one of the girls today who filing charges on. I don't know who she is. I don't know what they doing. And I think she's about 18 right there. She look a little about 18.
Well, Puffy look young too.
Yeah, it's just it's disturbing how the number of people who appear to be underage in all of these things. I think that's probably what we're going to see on these superseding indictments. It's got to be, man. It just keeps coming back to the underage thing again and again and again. It's terrifying.
And you know who that is?
Go on.
Yeah, you know who that is, right?
Who is it, Tommy?
I don't know.
That's Nori for the drink thing.
Oh, no way.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Yeah. Guess he like when his head cool off. I don't know what those guys be doing. I don't know what the guys be doing. I just hear it later.
He probably just posed like that for the picture we having the party. Okay, Puffy got a drink on my head, so I'm just gonna stay in here. Come on, man. Me and my boys do stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? That don't mean
I get calls and everything. They call me Pizza too. And they said, you ain't hear the thing about, they say, take pizza out the box, throw away. I said, I'm not worried about them. They talk about Jesus Christ. I got God watching my back. You understand? I wore bulletproof vests for my whole year, my whole time Tupac was alive. But Hussein Fatal. You understand? If I got to throw it back on, just swerve him off way, it's got to be that. That's 𝗟𝗓𝗡𝗅𝗏. He's the owner of Uptown. He's sitting too close up on him. You know, men don't sit like that.
No.
No way. Men don't sit like that. Nah, they definitely don't sit like that.
And he's no longer with us, right? Andre Harrell is another one that
he died the same way he did Bobby Shaw, Jamie Foxx, Kim Porter, and God knows, Heavy D.
Heavy D, yep.
Shout out to Heavy D. I was a big Heavy D
all
fan.
the same way.
Well, it doesn't make any sense, man. People at that age don't usually. It's just an odd thing, man. Too much smoke. My hope is that the superseding indictment that the grand jury is meeting right now about these things, man. I'm hoping that these families get some justice. Families that have been waiting a really long time.
I've been waiting for 35 years. 35 years.
Golly.
Sorry for your loss, man. I know your proximity to him was really close. I'm sorry for your loss. That was just awful, man.
Yeah. Sh Stewart too. Everybody. Even can't forget Gaddafi. They killed him up in Orange Projects from my hometown. Shot him in his head during the Mike Tyson fight after they left LA.
Courtney, you said there's two versions of Kim's book, and the version that was released was the PG version. Can you explain what you mean by that?
Because you asked about the X's, right?
Yep.
Yep. This is how it came. I never wrote nothing in the book. This is how it came. I dropped.
Damn.
Got Snoop. They holding hands, rubbing hands. Can you see it?
Yep.
He looking crazy because somebody took a picture of him holding hands, and then you got him and his son, baby oil down.
Yeah, that's just disturbing as hell, man.
Wow.
That is disturbing as hell. Allegedly, they got tapes, of him and his dad that at the same freak-offs. There are people out there saying that they got both of them in the same video. Good Lord, man.
This is the strangest thing. Can y'all see it?
Yep.
You see how young they are?
Yep.
Now, the strangest thing about that, Snoop claimed he wasn't cool with Diddy. But he on tapes with Pac, such and such. His son grew up with Diddy's son. When he left Death Row, he go to Bad Boy's house or whatever, and they planned it out. When they went to New York, he didn't go upstairs. He went to Angie Martinez and met up with Biggie and Diddy. Came back, Suge told him get his behind on the plane with them. He got scared. He tell you, I got a blanket put on my face. I had a butter knife. You know a butter knife. Only person that act that nervous when they do something. I don't call him Snoop Dogg. I call him House Dog.
Oh my God. Snoop did. I remember seeing that in the interview. He said that he was afraid for his life and he was scared and he had a knife. He didn't say butter knife. He said a knife tucked away because I thought somebody was going to do something to me. Yeah.
Throw my face. I had a butter knife. You know a butter knife. Only person that act that nervous when they do something. I don't call him Snoop Dogg. I call him House Dog. You understand? The reason why I call him House Dog, he always laying next to Suge feet. You understand? Then his uncle come in. That's Tupac. Let's go, Snoop. Pac used to always take his music from from Daz. Coming in, I want that beat. And you look at all the pictures, Snoop looking sad.
True story.
You understand? Sad, mad, hate, envy. You understand? This man stood in court with you and helped you go through the whole thing about murder charge. And this what you do to him? You understand? I could be wrong. They could have bought that $1 million back. That's why they can't find it. But what hitman take checks? That's what you gotta understand. Hitman don't take checks. Not the movies I watch.
Not the movies I
Not
watch.
the people I don't know who do hits, but they don't take checks. Because they don't want to see you get on paper trail.
Paper trail, yeah.
He can hate me for it. Hate me for saying all this. I don't care. I lost brothers behind this.
The viewers are asking, what book are you holding with these photos?
Tell
Kim
it all.
Porter, Tell It All. So there's two versions of the book.
This
Oh
is
my
the
God.
rated R. Just the rated R.
So the version that got kicked off Amazon was the PG version?
Yes, and let me apologize. I didn't meant for them to put Kim Porter face on it. I want to apologize to the family, the twins, and her family. You understand, for doing that. It wasn't done on purpose, and I really do apologize. You understand? You can find this at Jamal, JAMAL dash millwood.com.
Jamal Millwood.
Yeah, with a dash between the L and the M.com.
We gotta get that book, y'all.
And is that book
to
banned
hear.
off Amazon as well?
Nah, everything I do, I own. Amazon can't control anything. I think they can't say they banned it for the face is because there's other books on there with the same face, same picture, selling. You understand? One thing I know, and I want to apologize to 𝐓𝐈𝐿 as well. You understand? I want to apologize to him, but they know the book is real because he said he followed it. Gene know it was real, but he got kind of personally because I call him the gatekeeper guard. You understand? You bragging about you was bodyguard for this guy, all the stuff he did, all the stuff you see. I ain't say he had to snitch, but you got to stay there and take it for money.
Wow.
All money ain't good money where I came from. You understand? And one thing I can say, Diddy ain't stupid. He ain't get this far being stupid. He did stupid things and caught up. Diddy ain't gonna let you sit around him and he do all this and he ain't playing part of it. Y'all all know that. All of you know that. He is not gonna sit there and indulge in something and you just sit there. You want to help some type of way. You understand? So he could say he's not, he get all mad, call me liar. But he sit up there lying all through the thing. I got texts from people from Rolling Stone said he's lying. He was in the park with you in '99. It was the park in LA. They had a big thing. He threw while they started fighting with bats and everything. He was there. He was busy holding with his hand around Diddy, walking through the crowd or whatever he was. Oh, he wasn't. But I know I've seen him because they told us, that's Diddy, that's his bodyguard. I ain't care. They stopped me from approaching him. But I said, no, let me let it go because I don't want to add gas to the fire.
People are asking who chose this name, Jamal Millwood?
Who chose his name? Me and his father was doing a book called Into the Gut before he got, I had to pull it because he was on parole and he had the same judge for parole. He didn't want the parole officer to see that, he changed from what he was doing. You understand? And he used Jamal as his new name. That's what it's supposed to be today, Jamal Millwood. Today. So that's the, my little code up there. But represent for Pop, because that's who I met Kim with. You understand?
They're asking how you sourced Kim's notes for the book.
How?
How were her notes sourced?
What you mean sauce?
Sourced.
Oh, how I saw it?
No.
When I met up with Shaquille.
How did you end up with the notes?
Stewards. That's how I had met up with him. He gave it to me. I don't know if he looked at it or not. He probably did to see what he was about, but that's how I got it.
So what do you make of the reaction from Kim's family?
They did. I never spoke to them. Only one I knew who said something was 𝗓𝐿 said was a true in there or whatever. And I wasn't there. I can't say it was true or not. But to skip him, again, I apologize. The thing about it is, it has to be true what it's saying here because it spoke about her broken nose.
Oh my goodness. Man, should we do another one? Names. Now we're gonna cut it right here, man. Oh my goodness, latest shocking news. I'm gonna wait before I put this out there on my channel, on our channel. I'm not gonna just click on anything and just start listening. It gotta be our stuff from now on have to be filtered. You know, hey, look here, I'm gonna get on up out of here. Some of the stuff that poor Courtney, man, I believe you. I believe him 100%, man. I believe that he's telling the best story that he can tell. But sometimes when he talk, the most important words, and I'm practicing this for myself, the most important words he say are not coming out clear, or he just run right through it. Like, how did you get these notes? And you should explain to the people how you got the notes, how you ended up with these notes. How did you, what is your affiliation with Kim to actually get her to trust you to give you these notes? I don't understand that part. But these are the things, this is what's going on in my mind and everything. But I know one thing, we buying that book. We're going to buy that book. Hey, I'm going to get on up out of here, man. Y'all stay tuned when I get the book and start reading it and showing y'all different things that's in the book. Y'all take it light, take it slow. Tell them Uncle Mike told you so. Peace out. Yeah, to hear, I think that we can name video P. Diddy. We got a copy of Kim Porter's book and then go from there. All righty. Hey, baby. Are you doing your job? That's all. I say hi. I said hi first, at least. The prettiest girl in the world. Are you answering them comments? Get off the live stream and do your work. No, I'm just teasing. Hey, let's get it. What is up, YouTube? How y'all doing? Yeah. Check it out. Comments, unspeakable crimes. Jim Carrey reveals why Will Smith is next on the FBI list. On the FBI list. I'm a lot tired, but we're gonna get through this. One of the things, somebody that worked with Will Smith has said that he witnessed and saw Will having sexual intercourses with another guy. He was looking for him and popped open the dressing room and boom, saw it. And you know, of course, Jada is saying he lying and this, that, and other thing, and he fought back to her saying, we know you saying all this stuff and everything, so they back and forth at whatever, trying to figure out what's coming out with that. Only thing I do know is Will Smith is trying to kiss his son in the mouth. He's too old for that. You know, on TV, that's not cool. Will Smith has done a lot of things that's not cool on TV, like smacking Chris. That wasn't cool at all. Everybody know that. But anyway, hey, Jim Carrey. Jim Carrey is my man. He's my main man right there, man. He's funny and he's down to earth. So hit that subscribe button, hit that bell. Hit that subscribe button. Let's check this bad boy out.
I was sickened by the standing ovation. I felt like Hollywood is just spineless.
Yeah.
En masse.
And young men have left their house screaming to get away from them in their mentorship. Meek Mills. Bashir Gray.
Do not have the right to walk up on stage and smack somebody in the face because they said words.
These top artists in the world have done some of the best work of their career.
Yeah.
And the idea that they might be denied because of me is like, oh.
Jim Carrey just revealed why Will Smith is next on the FBI's radar, and it's darker than anyone imagined.
Hollywood is just spineless, en masse. And it really felt like, oh, this is a really clear indication that we're not the cool club anymore.
From behind-the-scenes Hollywood parties to allegations of abusing young actors, Carrey has had enough and is spilling the tea on how Smith's suspicious rise might be tied to some sinister activities.
Both bisexual weird things in their house, and young men have left their house screaming to get away from them in their mentorship.
So I opened the door to Dwayne's dressing room, and that's when I see Dwayne having with Will. Will was bent over on the couch, and Dwayne was standing up.
With rumors swirling that the FBI is now keeping a close eye on Smith, many are wondering, did something far more sinister help push him to A-list status? Could Will Smith be the next Hollywood giant to fall? Stick around because this expose is about to get wild.
Hollywood is just spineless, en masse. And it really felt like, oh, this is a really clear indication that we're not the cool club anymore.
I kept saying that when I put my list together, when Diddy first went to jail, Will Smith was on my list. I'm just letting y'all know that.
𝗘𝐟𝗢, the legendary actor who's known not just for his roles but also his unpredictable personality, has been dropping hints left and right. Recently, 𝗘𝐟𝗢 left fans speechless when he hinted that Will Smith could be the next major name on an FBI watch list. Yes, you heard that right, the Will Smith. You might be thinking, how would Jim Carrey know something this secretive? Well, Hollywood has its inner circles, and 𝗘𝐟𝗢's been in the game long enough to have heard whispers from behind the curtains. In fact, he's hinted multiple times in the past about being aware of the hidden realities of the industry. He's openly criticized the power structures in Hollywood, suggesting that there's always more going on than what we see on screen. Jim suggested that names are being tracked, and Will Smith, after that infamous night, might just have added himself to a list you don't want to be on.
I was sickened. I was sickened by the standing ovation. I felt like Hollywood is just spineless. En masse.
That's true. That's true.
Jim
Think
Carrey
about it.
didn't mince words when he threw shade at the whole debacle between Will Smith and Chris Rock at the Oscars. While promoting Sonic the Hedgehog 2, 𝗘𝐟𝗢 told Gayle King on CBS that he was disgusted by the entire scene. You know, the one where Smith slapped Rock after a joke about Jada Pinkett Smith's haircut, linked to her alopecia.
Richard! Oh, wow! Wow! Will Smith just smacked the
𝗘𝐟𝗢 was furious, especially after Smith yelled at Rock to keep his wife's name out of his mouth and then walked away with the Best Actor award for King Richard. To 𝗘𝐟𝗢, that was a breaking point. He said it made him sick to see the crowd giving Smith a standing ovation right after what had happened. Calling out Hollywood, 𝗘𝐟𝗢 slammed the industry for being spineless.
You know, it's think about it, man. You in that situation, you in the audience, and you have to continue. The show must go on. So you got to do your part in the show. They went on and gave him the award anyway after what he did. So who am I to not? And I know it's probably one or two people that got some spines and said, I'm not standing up. I'm not even going to clap. They're going to give him the award after what he did? Yeah. And I mean, you know, you just following along. That's what they doing. They follow us. So he got the award, standing ovation, so now everybody stand up, you know. Oh, my
Suggesting
God.
that they'd lost their
But
integrity.
He's
Hollywood
right.
is just spineless, en masse. And it really felt like, oh, this is a really clear indication that we're not the cool club anymore.
To him, it seemed like Will Smith's rise wasn't just due to talent, but maybe something more behind the scenes, something powerful enough to keep him protected. If it weren't for this unseen protection, 𝗘𝐟𝗢 believed Smith would have been kicked out of the Oscars that very night. When Gayle King pointed out that Chris Rock chose not to press charges, 𝗘𝐟𝗢 jumped in, claiming it was only because Rock preferred to avoid the trouble.
He doesn't want the hassle. I'd announced this morning that I was suing Will for $200 million because that video is going to be there forever. It's going to be ubiquitous.
Now, the question on many people's minds after that Oscars moment was, could this trouble have something to do with Will Smith's alleged protectors? Many believe Chris Rock's decision not to press charges isn't just about avoiding drama, but rather a fear of the alleged power Smith holds in Hollywood. For years, rumors have swirled about how Will Smith's influence might stem from certain activities, things that people don't want to talk about. These accusations go beyond talent, suggesting that Smith engaged in rituals for power, including some related to gay activities. Jaguar Wright, a singer who's known for exposing the darker side of the industry, has openly accused Smith of these very things.
They're both bisexual. They do weird things in their house, and young men have left their house screaming to get away from them in their mentorship.
But it's not just Jaguar Wright making these claims. Even someone close to Smith, his former assistant and friend, 𝗚𝗚, has come forward with even more shocking details.
And then I saw acts that I walked in on.
Who'd you walk in on?
Him and Dwayne Martin.
What?
Okay.
Hollywood is the hurry.
It's funny, man, because when I saw the lady that's doing the interview, and I was like, she was like, wait a minute, let me, and the more I think about it, I can see why she did that. What?
Up and weight gain.
Perhaps that's why Jada decided to stay away from him. The ex-assistant recently engaged in a conversation with gossip blogger Tasha K, known for her provocative interviews. It's not unexpected for someone like Brother Bilal to feature on her platform, especially as he's promoting his book, Will Smith Demonic Circle. During the interview, Brother Bilal alleges that Smith was involved in an S encounter with Dwayne Martin. He goes into explicit detail about what he claims to have witnessed, providing graphic descriptions.
Hollywood is the hurry up and weight gain. So 3 minutes later, after them telling me, hey, you got eyes on Will, we need him to come watch this.
Apparently, Bilal claims to have witnessed a compromising situation between Dwayne and Will in the dressing room. Bilal vividly described the scene, asserting that he walked in on Dwayne engaging in AS with Will over a couch. He said, I opened the door to Dwayne's dressing room, and that's when I see Dwayne having with Will, Brother Bilal said. There was a couch and Will was bent over the couch, and Dwayne was standing up him. It was M in there. Ultimately, there is no one to corroborate these claims. We doubt Martin and Smith would even entertain such rumors given the fact that Bilal seemingly had an axe to grind. The self-proclaimed former friend didn't stop at the explicit details, also taking a swipe at the rapper's manhood, likening it to a pinky toe. According to Bilal, this incident occurred in the later years of their relationship.
Kind of I'm trying to find is like, this is unlike him, right? So, all right, I open the door to Dwayne's dressing room, and that's when I see Dwayne.
On the other hand, Will Smith's representative is strongly refuting allegations that the actor engaged in a S encounter in a dressing room years ago. Smith's spokesperson told Page Six that the assertion is entirely false and fabricated. Well, most people believe that Will Smith's controversies over the years are just coincidences, but as the saying goes, where there's smoke, there's fire. This sentiment is gaining momentum online, especially after actress 𝗟𝗡𝗄𝗡 shared her experiences with the I Am Legend star. What she revealed alongside past claims suggests there may be much more to Will Smith than meets the eye. Beauvais revealed that she and Will had a brief romantic involvement while he was also involved with Jada. But in light of recent rumors about Smith's alleged relationships with men, this past fling barely scratches the surface of the mystery surrounding his true nature. With more information surfacing, the truth behind Will's private life is becoming harder to ignore and more explosive. Will Smith is one of the biggest names in Hollywood, and with that level of fame, there's always a chance people fabricate stories about him.
True.
Despite the wild rumors, Smith has managed to avoid any accusations of major scandals like theft or public misbehavior. Yet, the persistent speculation about his interest in men continues to swirl. It's not just idle gossip. There's a trail of rumors going back years, supported by notable figures from the entertainment industry and those who've worked closely with him. Now, his romantic past is bringing even more attention to these claims. 𝗟𝗡𝗄𝗡 explained that she and Smith went on a few dates, but things fizzled out when she realized Will was getting serious with Jada Pinkett. The moment of clarity came during a phone call, where Smith's young son Trey accidentally revealed that Jada was already in the picture and said, I remember one day calling him and he was in the car and his son with Cherie was in the back. So, he picked up on the car or Bluetooth or whatever it was back in the day, or speakerphone. Whatever it was, and he said, hey, how are you doing? And I said, I'm great. I heard his little voice in the background go, is that Miss Jada? And that's when I'm like, okay, I'm not the only one. Exit stage left. So Beauvais decided to back out. But now, in light of these recent allegations, people are wondering if that relationship was only a small part of a much larger,
The sun just bust the bubble on him, man. That's what happened.
more complex story surrounding Will Smith's personal life. But Jada wasn't the only person involved in this picture back then. Apparently, Will Smith's ex-wife, 𝗟𝗓𝗡 Zampino, also played a key role. Zampino recently appeared on The Real Housewives of Beverly Hills, where she met up with fellow actress and Housewives star 𝗟𝗡𝗄𝗡. During their conversation, they discussed how they both dated Smith. But that wasn't the only revelation stirring things up. According to the late actress Alexis Arquette, who passed away in 2016, Cherry Zampino didn't divorce Will just because their relationship ran its course. She claimed it was because Cherie caught Will in bed with another man. Arquette allegedly posted on Facebook, when Jada comes...
What? Wait a minute. She caught him allegedly. All this is allegedly.
Didn't divorce Will just because their relationship ran its course.
Sorry, y'all.
She claimed it was because Cherie caught Will in bed with another man. Arquette allegedly posted on Facebook, when Jada comes out as gay and her beard husband admits his first marriage ended when she walked in on him servicing his sugar daddy Benny Medina, then I will listen to them. Jada, known for her outspoken nature, didn't address Arquette's accusations at the time, and Will stayed silent too. However, it was Cherry Zampino who stepped up to dismiss the claims. She criticized Arquette's comments as both vindictive and unfounded, insisting that Will is not and has never been queer.
Not only is it out of line, it's absolutely not true. And I'm offended and I'm hurt.
Despite her defense, the rumor added another layer of complexity to the ongoing speculation surrounding Will Smith's private life. Furthermore, YouTuber Trisha Paytas made allegations against Will Smith, claiming that he intentionally caused harm to her male dancers. She specifically said, "How about worry about your daughter being in bed at 13 with her 20-year-old boyfriend? How about worry about your cheating husband one of my male dancers when they didn't want to?
How about worry about your cheating husband my male dancers, when they didn't want to? How about talk about that?"
However, it appears that Will might have been...
She said, how about that? How about that? Wow, wait a minute.
They didn't want to.
How about worry about your cheating husband my male dancers, when they didn't want to? How about talk about that?
However, it appears that Will might have been influenced by the path set by his predecessor, Quincy Jones. For those unfamiliar, Quincy Jones is a multi-talented individual who has worked with icons like Frank Sinatra, Aretha Franklin, and the King of Pop, Michael Jackson.
Yes.
Yet his fame doesn't stop there. Rumors about his interest in men have circulated for years, and recent developments suggest there might be some truth to those speculations.
Well, my first musical memory is when I wanted to be a gangster until I was 11. Coming from Chicago in the 30s.
Recent disclosures have brought to light the possibility that Quincy Jones may not adhere to conventional S orientations. Startling allegations have emerged, suggesting that he wielded influence over the S preferences of notable individuals, including Will Smith and Tupac. These claims hint at his deep involvement within the LGBTQ+ community. Do you remember that unforgettable interview with Tupac? It was a pivotal moment when he revealed the questionable intentions of Quincy Jones.
Yeah, I think them rumors about Quincy Jones and all that crazy stuff about Pop was definitely rumors.
Tupac allegedly disclosed that Quincy had presented inappropriate propositions, hinting at engaging in specific intimate activities. However, the story becomes more complex. Despite the interview reportedly gaining extensive traction on the internet, it was said to have curiously disappeared without any trace. One must acknowledge that a person with substantial power and influence would be capable of orchestrating such a vanishing act. With Tupac no longer here to verify the authenticity of that interview, it's not entirely unexpected that Quincy might be aiming to distance himself from these allegations. Eve Napoleon, who was purportedly a close associate of Tupac, swiftly dismissed all rumors and defended Quincy Jones when confronted with the allegations. In an instant, he waved away all the gossip surrounding the matter.
Yeah, I think them rumors about Quincy Jones and all that crazy stuff about Pop was definitely rumors. Pac was about to marry his daughter.
Adding to the speculation about Will, comedian Bert Kreischer added his voice to the discourse during an interview with Vlad TV. He recounted an episode involving an audition offer from Will's company, which eventually culminated in an uncomfortable interaction with Will personally, further fanning the flames of discussion.
And he liked me. He was like, let's go see a movie. I was like, okay.
Bert also mentioned that Will extended an invitation to watch a movie, but his father cautioned him, suggesting that Will probably had alternate arrangements.
And he was like, oh, buddy, he's trying to fuck you.
Bert proceeded.
Oh, wait a minute. Oh, he said his father was like, oh, boy, buddy, a movie, that's a date. He trying to... Oh, my gracious.
Father cautioned him, suggesting that Will probably had alternate arrangements.
And he was like, oh, buddy, he's trying to fuck you.
Burt proceeded to comment that numerous prominent male figures in Hollywood have fantasies about regressing to a younger age. This leads us to Will's suspected associate in these claims, Diddy. Similar to Will, Diddy has faced long-standing allegations regarding his S. One facet of these allegations involves a certain circle in his entourage where he purportedly introduces his young musicians to Portuguese practices, a notion that is particularly unsettling.
That's the crazy thing. Now, that was L.A. Reid's idea, right? We're sending you
New
over
York
to
City.
something called Puffy Flavor Camp.
There you go.
To learn
Flavor Camp.
Yeah,
Flavor
that's what it
Camp.
was called. And you're going to go to Puff Daddy's.
Rumor also has it that Will Smith and Diddy might be involved in hosting some not-so-innocent gatherings. We all know Will and Jada are party monsters. What we didn't realize is that they were also part of Diddy's alleged F-off. But why are they being hunted? Did they appear in the tapes, finance the parties, or did Diddy outright snitch on them?
I know who's here.
After 20 years, she knows your scent.
I know the touch, I know the scent, I know the energy, everything.
You might remember when some pictures went viral in which Diddy featured the Oscar winner and a bunch of women chilling without a piece of clothing. Yes, they were bad enough to set off the FBI to go for a celebrity hunt. Big names like Will Smith, Diana Ross, and Owen Wilson hit up Diddy's Miami Bash, co-hosted by Mac, Hennessy, and Microsoft back in 2004. Of course, that Miami party was downright tame compared to federal prosecutors' description of Diddy's infamous F-off gatherings, which Will allegedly attended.
Sometimes lasted days at a time, involved multiple commercial and often involved a variety of narcotics, such as ketamine, ecstasy, and GHB.
Well, the rumors surrounding him, Diddy, and these are making people wonder if there's a much darker side to the Hollywood star's influence, a side that might finally be catching up to him. But just like Diddy, Will Smith and Jada's personal life has been full of chaos. The couple's love life is a lot less dull than the average 20-year marriage. According to The Sun, the couple's S life included role play and even swinging, something that Diddy loved to participate in.
The craziest rumor that Will and I are swingers.
A few years back, Jada revealed that the couple liked to keep things interesting in the bedroom and explore each other's S-Yule fantasies. This included, according to her, nice outfits and high heels, but also a fair bit of role play. Think of places outside that are comfortable to have S. Does he have access to his office? Have a fantasy date? Be his secretary, she said, according to The Sun. Anything like that can keep it going. Anything it takes to keep the flame alive. Adding to these fiery speculations, Jaguar Wright has also claimed that Will and Jada lure younger men in under the guise of mentorship, only to allegedly force them into relationships that leave them deeply traumatized.
Young men have left their house screaming to get away from them in their mentorship. Meek Mills, Bashir Gray.
Take 𝗟𝗡𝗅, for instance. He was famous as Hakeem Lion on Empire and was well on his way to superstardom. But suddenly he disappeared from the entertainment scene. No more gigs, no movies, nothing. Fans were left puzzled, wondering what could have happened. The truth behind 𝗟𝗡𝗅's vanishing act, however, seems much darker. According to insider rumors, 𝗟𝗡𝗅 didn't want to get involved in certain freak-offs going on behind the scenes in Hollywood. This refusal apparently didn't sit well with some big names, and the consequences were swift. Cancel culture stepped in, and 𝗟𝗡𝗅's career came to an abrupt halt.
It's just what's bothering me is that being a celebrity sometimes comes with, like, everybody wants to be successful in a celebrity and stuff like that, but it comes with, you know, bull sometimes.
But how did 𝗟𝗡𝗅 get tangled in this web? It started in his teenage years when he crossed paths with Charlie Mack, a talent manager known for spotting stars. Mack got him an audition for Empire, and 𝗟𝗡𝗅 nailed it, launching his acting career. With Charlie's guidance and connections, 𝗟𝗡𝗅 was introduced to Hollywood heavyweights, including Will Smith. At first, it seemed like a dream come true. Will was impressed by 𝗟𝗡𝗅's talent, and the two hit it off quickly. Being mentored by Will Smith, that's the kind of opportunity any rising star would jump at. But things took a dark turn when the relationship allegedly became something more than professional. As you already know, according to whispers, Will and Diddy have an alleged involvement in fiestas. It's said that these two stars promised to help 𝗟𝗡𝗅 boost his career in exchange for his participation in these wild, explicit gatherings. At first, the offer might have seemed tempting, but after being roped into a few of these events, 𝗟𝗡𝗅 had enough. He found the lifestyle too much to handle and decided to walk away.
Young men have left their house screaming to get away from them in their mentorship. Meek Mills, Bashir Gray.
𝗓𝗟𝗡's decision to distance himself from Diddy and Will came right before Empire wrapped up, leaving him jobless and with a tarnished reputation. After the show ended, many assumed 𝗓𝗟𝗡's downward spiral was due to his inability to handle fame. But the real story might be far more sinister. According to rumors, 𝗓𝗟𝗡's fallout with Diddy and Will was the true catalyst behind his sudden exit from the spotlight. Apparently, both Diddy and Will were furious that 𝗓𝗟𝗡 had the audacity to walk away from their alleged arrangements. The whispers suggest they didn't take kindly to his departure and pulled some major strings to ensure he was blacklisted from the entertainment industry. Sound familiar? Cassie once revealed how Diddy threatened her career when she tried to break free from him, and if the rumors hold any truth, 𝗓𝗟𝗡 faced a similar fate. Allegedly, Diddy and Will didn't just damage 𝗓𝗓𝗡's career, they also used threats to keep him silent. The speculation is that they effectively ruined his chances of working in Hollywood as a form of revenge. Could this be another reason Will Smith is reportedly on the FBI's radar? The rumors surrounding him, Diddy, and these freak-offs are making people wonder if there's a much darker side to the Hollywood star's influence, a side that might finally be catching up to him. While there hasn't been any direct confirmation about Will Smith's purported engagement with any of these individuals, the persistent conversations surrounding this subject underscore its notable presence within public discourse.
Wow.
However, people believe that there is something wrong with Will. One of them wrote, "Will Smith had to get down in order to blow up in Hollywood." That is how you come up look at the movie 6 Degrees of Separation. He was truly down with the gay program in Hollywood. Another one added, "After 6 Degrees of Separation, I was sold on Will being bi-s, and I'm convinced him and Quincy did the nasty for him to become the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, contrary to the image of Will Smith, as just a loving father giving his son Jaden a gentle peck on the cheek. Their dynamic has raised more than a few eyebrows. On multiple occasions..."
Wasn't the father, Uncle Phil? Well, I don't know. Y'all leave in the comments. Let me know, man. Uncle Phil, is he gay, or I think he openly gay or something? I think. I don't know. But I heard some stuff about him also. Let me know in the comments, man. Is
to
that
the
true?
image of Will Smith as just a loving father giving his son Jaden a gentle peck on the cheek.
That's
Their
not right.
dynamic has raised more than a few eyebrows. On multiple occasions, Will has been seen planting kisses on Jaden's lips, something many dismissed as innocent paternal love. But recently, speculation has emerged that these affectionate gestures might have deeper, more complex undertones.
We saw on Red Table Talk. Oh, that was G. That was G rated. That was G rated shit.
What I will say that I do know about the Smiths.
While some chalk it up to a close father-son bond, others aren't so sure. The public's reaction to these displays of affection has sparked discomfort among fans, with many questioning whether Jaden himself felt uneasy. On this matter, one person commented, "That's disgusting. No one kisses their kids on the mouth like that, especially when the kids are teenagers. I can't believe people are cheering this kind of behavior." Despite the growing scrutiny, Will has consistently denied that his actions were anything but harmless, insisting that Jaden wasn't bothered by these public displays of affection. However, as people start to connect the dots between Will's rumored lifestyle, the power he allegedly wields in Hollywood, and these personal moments, it's led some to wonder if there's more beneath the surface. Maybe that's why Jim Carrey hinted that the FBI has been keeping a special interest in some of the most powerful figures in the entertainment world. And Will? Well, apparently, his actions on and off screen have drawn the wrong kind of attention. Maybe it's his sudden shift from blockbuster star to more unpredictable behavior. Or maybe it's something else, something hidden from the public eye. Carrey revelation forced the audience to dig more about what's Will actually doing behind the fake facade of a decent family man. As one of them commented, "People assume that a celebrity wife does not know that her husband is gay and that he is on the DL, but I feel that in most cases the wife knows, is gay herself, which then makes an agreement to enter into a lavender marriage for business reasons. For me, Reynolds Lively, Wade Union, Smith Pinkett, Cruz Holmes, Urban Kidman, Jay-Z, Beyonce, etc." Another one added, "It all makes sense because if their marriage has been done for the past 10, 15 years, then him being gay might be a reason why. And she knows she has to protect the bag, so she's definitely not going to say anything during those times. But now she's kind of hinting it because she knows she still wants that bag for the future, so she doesn't want to mess that up. So what do you think? Could Jim Carrey be onto something, or is this just another Hollywood distraction? Either way, one thing is clear. The world is watching, and so apparently is the FBI. That's it for today, folks.
Wow.
Until next time, goodbye.
I don't know. Only thing, if you think about it, let's put facts together, two and two together. There are men in this world that's in the closet, and they got a special thing that they want to keep in the closet. They want to have sex with other men. Okay. What makes you think these men that want to keep the stuff in the closet is not that high up, even in Hollywood and all that type of stuff? And a lot of people have dreams of being big rappers or singers or stars, and they would do anything. And, you know, I do have this little fantasy of sleeping, you know. So, hey, if I do that with you, I can move, you know, and So, like Quincy Jones, I never even expected that from him because I was a big Quincy fan because he's a producer. But Will Smith, there has been too many instances where he is in a movie. He kissed a man in a movie. He had sex with a man in a movie. I mean, this is acting, so no, dog. I'm sorry. I got to be like Denzel Washington on this. Denzel don't even do any sexual scenes with women in the bed. I think it was one scene in one movie where he was under the covers with a lady, and they were just sitting there. But when are you going to draw some type of line is what I'm asking. And I'm a movie star or whatever the case may be, but I'm not doing that part. I ain't putting on no dress in the movie. You know, people have said that. And I'm not going to act like I'm sleeping with no man in no goddamn movie. Nope, nuh-uh. Even if it's just acting, hell, when you find somebody else, I'm gone. I got plenty of money. I'm gone. You know, hey, I'm going to get on up out of here, man. That is crazy. I think the Uncle Phil on the Fresh Prince, I'm hoping I'm right. I'm hinting around. Y'all let me know, man. I think he is openly gay or whatever the case may be. Hit that subscribe button, hit that bell. Y'all take it light, take it slow. Tell them Uncle Mike told you so. Peace out. Oh, I ain't got my glasses, y'all. I've been doing good. John, what's happening? John, has P. Diddy in jail yet? Pretty sure once it out. For a quick meal. Yeah, Carl Winslow. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. You know, I'm thinking the same thing, man. I think I heard that too, but if he's openly gonna do about it, long cry, man. Lawyer speaks on young thug walking free after pleading guilty. He done pled guilty. Guilty. Young thug walking free. What's up, YouTube? How y'all doing? Yeah. Shout out to my homeboy, 𝗟𝗓𝗡𝗞𝗦. Shout out to you, man. Also shout out to everybody who gave to the channel, the Patreons, and shout out to the Patreons and all that good stuff. Shout out to everybody who's supporting the channel, man. I'm trying to bring information, real information about what's going on in the music industry especially with all this baby oil. Why is 1,000 bottles of Check this out, man. The reason why you needed 1,000 bottles of baby oil, because you got to lace it with this stuff, right? You got to cut it, and you can't put but X amount in or you'll kill people. So you got to cut it with the baby oil. This is my thought, right? But when you get this stuff, the drug, you don't get just a little bit of it. You get large quantities of it. So they had to break down large quantities of it. So buy more baby oil. Let's put it in because we're going to use it anyway. That's how he got caught with 1,000 baby oil. Because you got to break this stuff down. You got to break it down. That's just me. But anyway, we on Young Thug, baby. Hey, check this out. Young Thug walking free after pleading guilty. Hit that subscribe button. Hit that bell. Let's check it out.
Are you pleading guilty to the offenses you have indicated because you are in fact guilty of these charges?
Yes.
Young Thug has pleaded guilty in his years-long racketeering trial out of Georgia. We're going to break it down for you right now on this emergency sidebar. Welcome to Sidebar, presented by Law and Crime. I'm Jesse Weber. All right, everybody. So this is an emergency sidebar episode. As you can see, I'm not in the studio, but that is because we have quite the development right now in one of the most wild trials that we have ever seen. Yes. And after 2 years, rapper Young Thug, real name Jeffrey Lamar Williams, has pled guilty in his RICO trial out of Atlanta, Georgia. If you recall, prosecutors originally charged over 24 individuals here, alleging that Williams was operating and directing a criminal organization that engaged in murder, drug dealing, armed robbery, assault, weapons possession, that YSL was not really a record label, as defense attorneys and defendants claim, but it was really a gang terrorizing the Atlanta community. Wow. And this has been a crazy trial, if you have been following it. Almost a year of jury selection. The former judge, Earl Glanville, was recused. An attorney was held in contempt of court for not disclosing how he found out about a private meeting between the judge, prosecutors, and a key witness. That's actually what got Judge Glanville in trouble. And that contempt was actually reversed by the Georgia Supreme Court. There was heated back and forths between defense counsel, prosecutors, the judge. There was smuggling of contraband in the courtroom. A defendant was stabbed in jail. What? There was arrests of attorneys in this case. And just recently, there was a fear that there would be a mistrial. Because what happened? Prosecutors, they called this rapper to the stand, known as Slime Life Shawty, real name Wunny Lee. And as he's testifying, he was reviewing an Instagram post in front of the jury, but the state made a mistake. The state improperly put up an unredacted version of that post. They asked him to read it, and he inadvertently reads the hashtag #FreeQuay.
Hashtag 2Bs, life size.
Okay. And is there another hashtag?
#FreeQuay.
The jury should not have heard that. Okay, the jury heard that two of the defendants have a nickname of Quay. So jurors, they're not supposed to know that these individuals are locked up in jail. And by the way, this witness had also made a prior reference earlier how one of the defendants was locked up. That is very, very prejudicial and harmful to the defendant's case. So the new judge assigned to this trial, Paige Whitaker, had entertained a defense motion for a mistrial. But there was no mistrial because you know what happened? People started taking plea deals. So 3 of Williams' co-defendants, they pled guilty. Quamarvius Nichols, Marquavius Huey, and Redalius Ryan. All 3 of them agreed to plead guilty to racketeering conspiracy. And again, that's, this is a legal agreement to violate the racketeering laws, and a legal agreement to further a criminal enterprise. So you need an agreement, and you need all of these overt acts or overt steps that are taken in furtherance of this. Now, for his one charge of racketeering conspiracy, Nichols our understanding, was sentenced to 20 years in Georgia State Prison. He'll serve 7 years behind bars and then spend the next 13 on probation. He had credit for time served for about 29 months, so nearly 2.5 years. Huey entered a guilty plea to racketeering conspiracy, plus other reduced charges of robbery and firearms possession. He was sentenced to 25 years, 9 years in custody, 11 years on probation. The last 5 years were suspended. And Ryan had also entered that guilty plea, and he was given 10 years in prison, but he had his sentence commuted to time served. The problem for Ryan is he's already going to be behind bars. He's going to stay behind bars because he's already serving life in prison for the 2019 murder of another teen when they were both just 15 years old. He is the youngest of the original defendants that were charged in this enormous RICO case, 20 years old. Wow. And now Williams has pled guilty. And he pled guilty to participation in criminal street gang activity, 3 counts of violation of the Georgia Controlled Substances Act, possession of a firearm during the commission of a felony, and possession of a machine gun. He pleaded no contest to conspiracy to violate the RICO Act and participation in criminal street gang activity under the leadership charge, meaning when we say he's pleading no contest to these charges, or these 2 charges, meaning he's pleading guilty, but he's not admitting his guilt. And that's an interesting distinguishing part right there. But this was a non-negotiated plea, meaning the negotiations broke down between the defense and the prosecutors about what the punishment should be. And so now it's up to the judge, up to Judge Whitaker. And before we get into what the judge decided, both sides tried to lay out the parameters of what exactly Williams is admitting to and what he's not admitting to. And both sides recommended what his punishment should be. But Williams himself had something to say as well.
I take full responsibility for, my crimes or my charges. I want to say sorry to my family, my mom. My mom got 11 kids. I can't say all their names, my managers, my kids that's not here. Really everybody that got something to do with this situation, I want to say sorry for just having so much time invested into this, and I am a smart guy, I am a good guy, and I really got a good heart, I find myself in a lot of stuff because I was just nice or cool, and I understand that you can't be that way when you reach a certain height because it could end bad. Out of this type of situation, I promise you I won't ever be in this type of situation again. I'm going away. I've learned from my mistakes. I come from nothing and I've made something and I didn't take full advantage of it. I'm sorry.
So some words there from Mr. Williams. We rarely get a chance to hear him speak. And now, what did Judge Whitaker decide?
I appreciate that you do realize how much of an impact you have on people. It's past your neighborhood. It's worldwide, especially young people. And having come up from where you came up from and living in and around that, that gangs are damaging to our community. And it may be that a whole lot of rap music and the rap industry is, honestly, it sounds like a modern day version of kind of WWE wrestling that used to be on television where people would just get up and posture and act like they hated each other. And it may be that that's a lot of what is going on in the music industry with rap. But whether it is fake or not, it has tremendous impact on kids and young people who think, this is cool, this is what I want to do. Look at him, he's a millionaire. I can do that by being, a gangster in the streets. And that's not true. What you're likely to have happen to you if you're a gangster in the streets is you get shot, you get killed, or you get thrown in prison. And those are, by far the most likely outcomes. And, you've been in here watching the trial, and you've seen the pictures of Mr. Ryan posing with a gun as big as he is at 15 years old and going out and shooting and killing another teenager. And that's what gangs do. And that's unfortunately a lot of what rap music does. And if you are a modern day John Lennon, he might have rapped too in this day and age. I don't know. But I know you're talented. And even if you choose to continue to rap, you need to try to use your influence to let kids know that that is not the way to go, and that there are ways out of poverty besides hooking up with the powerful guy at the end of the street selling drugs. And, I know that happens for protection sometimes, but a much better way would be getting an education and setting, hanging around with people who set a good example. And you be one of those people that sets a good example. All right, so that's my high horse on that. I could also go on. But I want you to try to be more of the solution and less of the problem. All right? All right, so it is not lost on the court that the state, had they been able to come to agreement on certain special conditions, was willing to entirely dismiss the RICO count, was willing to entirely dismiss one of the gang counts, and was willing to entirely dismiss this, machine gun count. Was willing to give a sentence that permitted Mr. Williams to walk out of the door today.
Time served.
And therefore does not seem to be particularly worried that Mr. Williams, if on the streets, would be a danger to society. I'm taking that into consideration in crafting my sentence. And in permitting a NOLO plea to the RICO count and one of the two gang counts, I would not be permitting the NOLO to the one if you were not pleading guilty to at least one of them. But you are, and y'all admit a factual basis for the counts that you are pleading guilty to. I find there to be a factual basis for those counts, and for the remaining counts with which you are charged, I am going to impose a sentence, and I've taken a little bit of the suggested special conditions from the defense and a little bit of the special conditions suggested by the prosecution.
So she decided the total sentence would be 40 years in prison to serve 5 years, but that is commuted to time served. And he has 15 years probation, but if he violates the terms of that probation, if he gets in trouble, he could be looking at 20 years in prison. That 20 years in prison is backloaded. So he has to make sure that he does not get in trouble. And by all accounts, it appears that he is going home. Since this sentence was commuted to time served, it looks like he's going home. But let's talk about it right now. I want to bring in right now a very special guest. He is coming to us right after court. He was just in that courtroom. I'm joined by criminal defense attorney Doug Weinstein, who is DeMonte Kendrick's lawyer in this case. Doug, so good to see you. Thank you so much for coming on. What is your take on this? Because Young Thug, after all is said and done, after 2 years, after everything I just described, he's going home.
He is. And great to see you, Jesse. Thank you for having me on. Yeah, this has been a stressful week, obviously, for everybody. A lot of negotiations going on back and forth with all the parties. And I'm really glad that although they didn't reach a deal, but I'm really glad to see Jeffrey going home. It's where he should be. He shouldn't be locked up in the jail in Cobb County. And so he took a big roll of the dice today, and it paid off for him. That guy, he has some nerve. He's very brave.
What do you think led to this?
They got, they got so close in the negotiations, as you heard by watching that. And it was really the special conditions, these onerous special conditions that the state wanted to put onto Jeffrey. I think that, I'm just guessing here, that was the issue. So rather than accept that and go home and go home confidently, like, no, okay, if I take this deal from the state, I'm walking out the door today. Jeffrey made the very difficult decision to do a non-negotiated plea and let the judge decide what his sentence should be.
And in terms of just going into plea deals, I mentioned before how several of his co-defendants pled guilty as well. Was this just bound to happen? Because after the whole mistrial debacle that was, a week or 2 weeks ago, was that what basically fueled the idea, hey, let's start trying to end this case?
You know, I can't speak for Jeffrey or his counsel.
Sure.
Speaking on our behalf and on behalf of what I guess motivated everybody, is it was very clear that after last week, after the motion for mistrial, that the judge was encouraging the parties to try to come together to see if we could reach plea agreements. And she doesn't have a lot of power in that sense, but she can push maybe a little bit. And given that, we got together and we talked. And I wouldn't say it was inevitable. It was not inevitable that Jeffrey Williams was going to enter a guilty plea that would permit him to go home. And you can see that it wasn't inevitable because right now in the courtroom, you've got my client, Mr. Kendrick, as well as Mr. Stillwell, who are proceeding to trial. I mean, proceeding to a jury verdict.
By the way, how does that work? Walk me through that. Your clients are still on trial. This jury still hears this. Do they, I mean, what do they ask? What happened to the rest of the co-defendants? How does this work?
Well, I'm sure in their head, they're going to ask what happened to the co-defendants. I'm going to have to get together with Max Shart, and we are going to come up with a proposed jury instruction. I imagine that the state will also come up with a proposed instruction, and the judge will make a decision as to how to instruct the jury. And I think it's going to be something to the effect, some version of, you know, obviously, as you can see, some defendants are no longer present in the courtroom. You are not to take anything from that. You are not to speculate or guess why they aren't here. You have to remember there's a presumption of innocence for those two defendants that remain, and we carry on.
That would look like, I mean, that would look like a weakness for the prosecutors. I mean, if you're sitting on the jury and you see that there's no defendants there, it makes me wonder if the jury is looking at perhaps a weakness in the prosecution's case.
You know, there's lots of theories as to whether that is helpful to the two of us that remain or if it's harmful.
Was there a deal offered for your client? Was it rejected, and why was it rejected?
There was a deal offered for my client. My client, and by the way, my client is the only one that can accept or reject those deals. We do not make those decisions. The public doesn't make the decisions. The mom doesn't make the decisions. Only the client makes that decision. And he rejected that deal. And the main reason that he rejected that deal is they wanted him to plead guilty to things that he didn't do. And in particular, they were insistent that he take responsibility for the death of Donovan Thomas, which he had absolutely nothing to do with. And while the years might arguably look good, he is absolutely not willing to take responsibility for Mr. Thomas's death when he had nothing to do with it. And that's what killed any hope of a deal.
Do you think that there could be room for negotiation for that to be dropped and your client be able to take a deal that's acceptable?
You know, throughout this process, even though we do think we're winning, we have to be open to the possibility of plea deals. It would be irresponsible and in violation, I guess, of my ethical obligations to just reject them out of hand. So if they want to come back to us with some type of an offer that removes a requirement that we take responsibility for a death that we are not responsible for, then we will certainly entertain that, and I'll give it to my client as I'm obligated to do.
Why do you think Judge Whitaker, because again, if we're talking about Jeffrey Lamar Williams, who prosecutors said was the head of this criminal organization, why do you think, what were some of the factors you think led her to say he can go home today, that the sentence could be commuted, that there's no prison time? I think she mentioned something about what the prosecutors had offered, and what the prosecutors had offered kind of gave her a sense of maybe he's not as dangerous as they're suggesting. I mean, what do you think the factors were that led Judge Whitaker to impose this kind of sentence?
I think that is a major factor. The fact that the prosecutors had to put on the record, because requested by the judge, to know what that offer was. And the fact that the prosecutors, it's exactly what you're saying. The fact that the prosecutors had offered probation demonstrates that the prosecution did not believe Jeffrey Williams was a threat to be out on the streets. So I think that gave the judge tremendous latitude to craft a sentence that would, again, allow him to return home today.
And the idea that, you know, he also, there was other restrictions put in place too about where he can go, what he can do, what he can't do. What did you make of that?
You know, most of the restrictions that the judge put on Mr. Williams were those that were recommended by his own attorneys. So obviously those were ones that he was comfortable taking. You know, I'm not going to speak for Mr. Williams, but I'm sure that he hated to plead guilty in this case, and that this was done for pragmatic reasons. Just as Brian Steele put on the record today, he wanted to get home. He wanted to see his family. He has obligations to them. He had medical issues he needed to take care of. And while I guess Brian said 3 more months, who knows how much longer this trial is going to go on. So, you know, Jeffrey is an intelligent man. I think he just weighed things and viewed this as being in his best interest.
Yeah, so some of the conditions were he has to stay away from the Atlanta metro area for the first 10 years of probation. He's permitted to go there for weddings, funerals, graduations of immediate family members, medical emergencies, no contact with the defendants in the case, can't have a firearm, things of that nature. The idea that this is concluded for a number of these defendants, I don't know if you've had an opportunity to speak with Brian Steele, especially because he became a central figure in this case as well. What is that feeling like to not be a part of a case that has consumed your life for such a long period of time? I don't know if you had a chance to speak to him about it. It feels like maybe like a sense of relief, I imagine.
I don't know. I haven't gotten, you know, obviously I congratulated him when this was all over and thanked him for, you know, all the amazing efforts and lawyering he did to not only help his client, but to help all of us. But I didn't get a chance yet to talk to him about how he feels now that this is complete. I know that Brian, and he's put this on the record so I can say it, I mean, he wanted to fight this all the way to a jury verdict. He is winning. We are winning this case. And there's always a degree of disappointment when you can't go all the way, especially when you think you're going to get the verdict in your favor.
But pleading no contest to 2 of those charges, essentially, as I mentioned before, you're pleading guilty, but you're not admitting guilt. Is that a win in and of itself?
Well, look at what the charges that were leveled against Mr. Williams, and he walked out of the courtroom today and is going home. That's a tremendous victory. The state can say whatever they want about the victory, about the fact that he pleaded guilty, but the reality is Jeffrey Williams is going home. And I can't view that as anything but a victory.
There was one thing I was confused about. So a large portion of today's hearing was both the prosecution and Brian Steele, I guess, disagreeing about what exactly he's admitting to or what exactly he's pleading guilty to or what the statement of the facts were. Can you walk us through exactly what that disagreement was?
Sure. I mean, it's a fundamental disagreement about pretty much everything. I think what Brian was agreeing to is, yes, there are the elements necessary, and there was a factual basis for Mr. Williams to to plead guilty to those counts that he did plead guilty on. But he took exception with pretty much everything the state had to say. And this is, it's not surprising. In a non-negotiated plea, the state is allowed to stand up and proffer their version of events, just as the defense is allowed to stand up and proffer our version of events. And that's what you saw occur today. So the parties very much disagree about what happened, who was responsible for what happened. And it was a chance for both of them to get that on the record in front of the judge. So when the judge was entering her sentencing recommendations, she had those proffers. She had that basis from which to make a reasoned decision.
Now that Judge Whitaker's been overseeing this case for a little bit now, what's your impression of how she's been doing, jumping in and handling this?
Fantastic. I think Judge Whitaker is doing an amazing job. I think, as maybe what Keith said, that she has brought order to a process that was fairly disorderly. She brought fairness to a process that has been, I would say, constitutionally unfair prior to her taking over. So while she catches some criticism on social media, I think it's unfounded. I'm not just saying this because I remain in the case. When this case is over, I expect to be saying the same thing about Judge Whitaker.
That's great. And let me ask you this. That whole idea about the mistrial, is that over because the 2 defendants that specific episode involved, they have pled guilty. Is that not an issue on the table? Is this case progressing forward? As you said, you mentioned you're going to do a jury instruction to explain where everybody is, but is this case going to be progressing forward?
We operate under something called the Harvey rule in this case, which is an objection or a motion made by one defendant is automatically joined by all defendants unless we specifically opt out. So as far as I'm concerned, that motion is still in play. I am going to raise it again on Monday morning. I am going to ask for a mistrial with prejudice. So the state can be aware of that when they tune into your show and see this. But I will be raising it. I think it's still on the table, and I'm not going to let that issue go.
How did that happen? How did the prosecutors allow an unredacted version of that Instagram post to be read in open court?
How has it all happened? How have we had 50 or so mistrial motions in this case, starting on the very first day? The very first day, the state put up a slide in their presentation to the jury that had information on it that the judge had ruled was not allowed to be displayed to the jury. It is not, don't forget, it is not a new thing. This is a systematic failure on the part of the state to do their damn job over and over again. They don't prepare witnesses. They're sloppy. They have mistakes. They elicit testimony from witnesses that they know should not come out. And that is why I say, when you look at the totality of the circumstances over the last year, we should get a mistrial with prejudice.
Doug, thank you so much for coming on. I don't want to take too much of your time. I know you need to get home. It's been a long day, but really, really appreciate it. Thank you. We'll continue to follow it. And again, just what a development in a case that has a lot of developments. But thank you so much.
This is a great day for Mr. Williams, and thank you for having me on.
Wow, man. I had so many things to say. One of the things, if he get out, and it looked like he's going to get out, I don't know, man. I was going to say, and I'm going to go ahead and say it, man, he need to change his name. You know, Young Thug. If he was to change his name to something more positive, that would let the judge know. And I think judges in this type of case should get more straight up personal with this and say, look, here's my cell phone. Call me once a week, once a month. You don't have to call me every day, but yo, let's see if this change is gonna really happen or whatever the case may be. You know, oh man, that's a sticky one right there. But that's my 2 cents, man. I don't know. I never followed the case, but there's a lot of things, man. It's the X amount of years that he was in with this whole case going, got to go back to jail, go back to court, go back to jail. He got to be tired. He was like, yo, Judge, I don't know what words to use to tell you that I'm a changed man. I am ready to do right, you know, and I'm going to make sure I do right, that type of thing. Look here, I'm going to get on up out of here. Hey, y'all take it light, take it slow. Tell them Uncle Mike told you so. Peace out. That's a big boy right there. I had to delete some of this stuff. I might be coming in this joint. Did we do this one? Oh, she responds to Eminem's diss. What? Oh, man. Let me close this door first. Then I'm going to crack it less the next time. What is up, YouTube? How y'all doing? Candace Owens responds to Eminem's diss. Yeah, this was 3 months ago. I think we did. Anyway, hit that subscribe button, hit that bell. Now, we did something on Candace that's talking about Diddy and all that good stuff. Oh man, I'm doing too much research. I got research overload, brain overload. But she responds to Candace Owens responds to Eminem's diss. Hit that subscribe button, hit that bell. Let's see what she says, man. Let's check it out. I don't think she really knows.
Our next
What'd I
guest
say?
is a
Wait a minute. Did I say Diddy diss? Eminem's diss. I think I said the wrong word. I'm always saying the wrong word, so
political
forgive me.
commentator, author, activist, and host of the Candace Owens Show. And she also has a new podcast called Candace. Welcome to the TMZ podcast, Candace Owens. Woo woo! all right, Candace, we got to get into it. Eminem released a scorching, explosive new song called Lucifer last night, and he mentions you. Here's a little clip of the lyric so you guys know what he said. All right, wow. So, okay, Candace, he refers to you as Grand Wizard, Tramp. He called you the B word. What are your thoughts on the lyrics?
I could not have laughed harder when somebody sent this to me. I just think it is so lame. He has now cemented himself as a lame person. It just reeks of his, I'm calling this now his like Hillary Clinton hot sauce moment. Like he's just so desperate to show Black people that he's real, that he's basically he's got some like producer going through Instagram and trying to figure out what it is that he thinks Black people like or don't like. And he's like, oh, well, look, they don't like Candace because she's a Trump supporter. So I'm going to make a song about Candace being a Trump supporter. Look at that, homies. You know, he's just aged out. It's just time for Eminem to hang it out. Because, I mean, neither Black people or white people, I think, are interested in this at all. It's not edgy anymore to make fun of Trump supporters.
Dude. Never mind. I'm going to wait.
It's not edgy. He's going around calling white people crackers, and he's a white person. Does he think that that's what Black people want to see? They just want to see you disrespect yourself. And at the same time, he is pushing away a class of people who made him who he is. You know, this is the guy who was like, I'm a trailer park white guy in 8 Mile. And now he's turning around and looking at the white Americans across America, who got him to where he is. And he's being like, haha, you guys are nothing but a bunch of crackers. I just don't know who the intended audience is for this. So I feel sad for him. I feel like he should have retired.
Were you at all flattered or sort of like, I mean, think what you will about Eminem today, but he's known as one of the greatest white rapper of all time.
Okay. All right. I'm gonna keep my mouth shut.
For him to give you so much attention in this, there's so many lines that are referring directly to you. Do you give yourself a bit of a pat on the back for making it into pop culture that much?
I guess no, actually. And I'll tell you why. So I felt that way when Dave Chappelle made fun of me, because Dave Chappelle is still very much in his prime. So when Dave Chappelle acknowledged me at all, even though he was saying things that were really gross and disrespectful, I tweeted out, this is the most famous comedian in the world, and he's acknowledging me. I don't know. That's a marker of some progress in my life, and I was happy in a weird way about it. Eminem, his career has been in full decline, and so it just feels.
She did not do her research. That's all I'm gonna say. How about that? She don't know what the heck she talking about. Poor thing. All right.
Like I'm a part because he is desperate for people to talk about him, that he's inserting me into his lyrics, hoping that Black Americans will pass it around and say, look, he's making fun of Candace. And that just feels like the ultimate pander. If he had done this maybe back when I was in college, it would have been a compliment for sure, because I was listening to his music and I'd been like, oh, this is so cool. It's Eminem and he's in his prime. This just feels sad and fake and gay, to be honest.
What?
It's interesting because at the very end of all the lyrics about you, he says, but I can't diss her because my plans are to get in her pants and I'll blow my chance if I answer back to her. So he insinuates he wants to get in your pants. Are you interested?
I'm definitely not interested. I think what he needs to do, his daughter's beautiful. She just got married. I think he just needs to go ahead and be a grandpa. That's what's got to, because right now he's got to start thinking about being granddad. He could be an amazing granddad, or go back to talking about wanting.
Both of them, that's the opposite. That's the joke part right there. He just said that to say, that's to insinuate that she's sexy. She's a beautiful, attractive lady. and I'm letting my fans know that she's not like, oh, she's I can get in her pants, you know. That's what he's insinuating. That's all.
To kill Kim. I don't know. This is just not interesting. It's just not interesting, and it's not edgy. Like I said, he's aged out, and I'm not sure who the intended audience is for these lyrics.
Were you ever a fan of Eminem's?
Yes.
Are you now? Are you now?
I haven't listened to any of his stuff since he became, it sounds like he should go on the campaign with like a Democrat. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, but back in 2016, not even now. I think this would have fit Hillary Clinton's campaign in 2016 when everybody was loving and celebrating everybody that said something about a Trump supporter. It's just a different world now. A lot of us are starting to have conversations. You know, I did Joe Budden's podcast. Definitely in terms of Black America, a lot of Black Americans listen to my show now. You know, they share my clips. Ever since I went on the Breakfast Club, it's inspired a lot of conversation. And I think because there's been so much time, like back in 2016, a lot of Black Americans hated me because I was standing up against Black Lives Matter, calling it a fraudulent organization. But then it was proven to be fraudulent, and it changed the conversation about me. So he's just behind on the times. He just needs like a better researcher. There's just somebody that he hired in the studio who is bopping their head like, yeah, this is what the Black.
He needs a better researcher. Is that what you're saying? Both of y'all need the same better researcher. How about that?
People want, and that person just has no idea what they're talking about.
Who is your favorite rapper right now?
I actually don't listen to rap music at all anymore.
Why not?
I mean, I've gone through this process of realizing how important it is to pay attention to what you're looking at and also what you're listening to. I think that it impacts your soul. And a lot of the music, unfortunately now, a lot of the rap music has just become way too derogatory for me to enjoy.
True. What do you listen to?
Yeah, that's a great question. I mean, I haven't listened to music in a really long time.
True.
I can't even think of the last album. I mean, obviously I listened to Kanye. I know he also took a stab at Kanye.
Yep.
Because I don't know, I guess he thinks that's what Black people want to hear. And he's saying that he's throwing Kanye in the trash. I mean, Kanye will forever be more famous than you. People are looking at everything Kanye's doing, whether you agree with it or not. He will always maintain the public's interest. And because he's actually edgy, and Eminem is want to be edgy while still maintaining being very establishment. But yeah, I only listen to music that is, I don't know, good for my soul, like uplifting sorts of music, you know?
So, you know, you said that you were a fan of Eminem back in, you know, his heyday. Is this song, especially triggered and targeted towards you, is this kind of the nail in the coffin for you? Will you never listen to Eminem music again?
No, I probably can't listen to his music now, because now that I don't listen to bad lyrics, now when I hear it, it sounds especially harsh. Like if you actually stop listening to bad music and then listen to it again, you're like, oh my gosh, how did I ever listen to this? But I loved Eminem when he was like, tonight I'm cleaning out my closet. I know all the lyrics to that song. And I'm not going to delete that music off of my phone because of this, because I think it's childish. Like what he did it isn't even insulting. So for me to respond and go, I'm never listening to him again, would mean that it impacted me. Like I don't care. Anybody who likes this music, listen to it. I hope I can help him go viral by talking about it, because people don't seem that interested in him anymore. I hope I can help him.
See what I'm saying? I'm not being biased or because I'm an Eminem fan. I'm a fan of rap. So, but you're saying a lot of things that you don't know what you're talking about. That's all. But I'm still down with Candace, though, because she can make some points when she do a research.
That it impacted me. Like, I don't care.
Watch
Anybody
this.
who likes this music, listen to it. I hope I can help him go viral by talking about it, because people don't seem that interested in him anymore.
People don't seem that interested in Eminem anymore. Wrong. You're wrong, buddy.
I hope I can help him revive his career. I have no hard
He don't need your help, trust me.
feelings toward Eminem. I just think that he's at the age now where if he still has this level of anger, he's got to see a therapist, I don't know, take Xanax, or just retire. Like, because it's just not interesting anymore. Like, I'm not 13. I'm not like in college listening to a diss track. And neither is he. I think what he is more than anything else is a lesson for people. You have to know you either adapt or you need to retire. And unfortunately, Eminem has not adapted at all. So even with like Miley Cyrus, right? She was like, we can't stop shaking her butt and twerking. And already she's adapted a few years later. And she's talking about how she did that because she wanted to break out of the Disney shell. And now she's kind of making music that's better, you know, more serious,
Like
I would
evolving.
say. Yeah, she's evolving. And he just hasn't evolved. And so it just it's sad. It genuinely is just sad. He's still the Eminem that I listened to when I was 13 years old to be edgy. He's still that same person.
You mentioned Kanye, and you guys obviously did that sort of like against Black Lives Matter, that wearing those White Lives Matter shirts, which Eminem refers to in his lyrics.
And you famously came in to the TMZ newsroom with Kanye. I was here that day. I think it was back in 2018. Are you still friends with Kanye?
Yeah, Kanye and me we just have a very interesting relationship. I always say that I think Kanye says a lot of stuff and he's very offensive. But then as time passes, people listen to him and what he was saying is very different. So Kanye, obviously, for my new podcast, we had to get that music from him because it's actually Kanye's, I ripped it off of his album. And so we had to get his permission to do it and he granted it. Kanye will forever be a person that I have respect for because a lot of the risks that I took in my life was because I was listening to Kanye's music and because he had the audacity to sort of break the mental chains, I would say, in believing that you could be different and people would be okay with it. And it's very hard, I think, for Black Americans, or it was hard for Black Americans to say or anything conservatively, or else you'd, wind up being maimed and caricatured in the media. And so he gave me the courage to be who I am. I'll always have a soft spot for Kanye because I feel that he gave me the permission when it wasn't fashionable for me to be myself too.
Well, it's interesting that you say that because, and you're also like on the flip side, you've always like spoken out for, women's rights. And there's been kind of a controversy around Kanye because I'm sure you've seen the way he styles his wife, Bianca Censori. It's very risque. I mean, you're seeing all the bits and pieces underneath like a teeny tiny cloth that she's wearing. What are your thoughts about him styling like this? And she doesn't even speak, by the way. So
right,
it's kind of dicey and people don't like it. What are your thoughts on that?
So a lot of people have asked me about that. The first thing that I would say is, for whatever reason, the media is kind of trying to present it as if she's a caged animal. My understanding of Bianca, and I actually don't know her, is that she's highly intelligent. And so Kanye isn't forcing her to wear that stuff. I just think that we should understand that she's making a decision, whether or not it's his idea and she's going along with it. She is allowing this to happen. Like this woman is not a victim by any means necessary. And she, from the few words I've heard her speak, seems to be happy. Now, my perspective on nudity in general, I am very against pornography. I think that we have become an increasingly pornographic society. I think it is not good for men. I think pornography is very much a weapon and men become addicted to it. And nobody has spoken about that more publicly than Kanye. So I have questions about why he would want to contribute to something that he believes has poisoned him. And
you're referring to how he said he was going to be starting a porn company, correct?
No, he actually spoke out. I actually think it was when I was on TMZ all those years ago about his pornography addiction and how he has struggled with it. And that, by the way, is a very brave conversation because there are a lot of men who are struggling with pornography. And I think he was one of the first people.
I'm struggling with it.
to ever breach.
I'm just joking, yeah.
That conversation because people don't think it's acceptable to talk about pornography as an addiction because we've become so immune to it. Like, I mean, even if you look up and people are trying to sell a bag for whatever reason, that's now softcore porn. Like women can't even sell you a Gucci bag without having their boobs out. Why? Like, why can't you just wear clothes?
Even motorcycles, cars, magazines, they always got the two-piece bathing suit on. It's been that way for years. Why? I don't know why. It's just been that way.
So I'm interested in speaking to him about that and trying to understand where he's at, where he's been a person who has spoken about the ills of pornography and now is walking around with a woman who is half naked. And I say that to no disrespect to her, but
hypocrite.
In my belief as a Christian, like when you are in a union, and Kanye has spoken a lot about his faith, I would not want my husband to want me to display myself to the world. So I think that would be a really fascinating conversation to have with Kanye and with Bianca, and I would love to have it. He probably would if I reached out and said, "Do you want to come on and talk about it?"
If you guys talked about it, sat down and if you had his ear on, say, this Yeezy porn company that he says he's starting, they're making it right now. If you had his ear about it, what would you tell him about his company?
Well, I don't know if that has been rumor or if that's an actual fact. Has he come out and said he's establishing a porn company?
Yes. Oh my God. Here we go. I'm
He tweeted it, right?
Yeah.
But do we know if it's like a Kanye creative trick where he's saying it and it's going to be something different?
No, we know about some of the behind the scenes going ons about who was behind it and who was like Milo. Yiannopoulos quit over it because he didn't want to be part of starting the Yeezy porn. So it's definitely something he's starting. So if you take that at its merit, what would you tell him about a former, I assume a recovering porn addict starting this pornographic company?
Yeah, I am just against porn altogether. So I am never going to be a person that is supporting pornography in society. I'm actually on my show every day kind of trying to say that we need to pull it back.
What would you tell Kanye directly?
I mean, I'm not his mom. I don't tell Kanye anything. If he asked me my opinion about what I think about pornography, he could find it all over the internet. I think it's, like I just said to you guys, it is an ill, and men are suffering because of it. And I think it's a weapon that is meant to weaken men.
Back to pop culture, because another song dropped today. Katy Perry is finally back, and she's got this anthem called Woman's World, and the whole time in the video clip, it's like half naked, her and other women dancing around. It's like
the whole song is about how this is a woman's world, women positivity, we can do anything. But then in the video, people are kind of turned off because the whole video is like a man's wet dream where she's like pushing her boobs together, wearing a bikini. And look, she looks great without a doubt. But people are saying it kind of defeats the whole message of the song. Have you seen the video? And if you did, what are your thoughts?
I just think music has gotten so woke that it's just objectively bad. I mean, what were her lyrics? Like, it's a woman's world. What are the lyrics of the actual song? It's just so bad.
And it's a woman's world, and you're just living in it. Something
like this is stuff that belongs in a middle school journal. Like back when we used to have the diaries with like the lock. And then we used to open it and we think we were being so and then we'd write in our little diaries and it's a women's world, you're just living in it. That's what it feels like to me. There's nothing of substance here. And then the video is exactly what you expect. It's just like the checklist. I call this just the leftist checklist. It's like, is there a Black woman? Yeah. Is there a disabled woman? Yeah. Are you talking about girls having power? Yeah. Then this is going to be a smash hit because it's hitting all the bells and the whistles. It's just lame. It's just so lame. And that is why I think people have fallen so out of love with Hollywood, going back to Eminem. This isn't interesting. Like, none of you guys are being interesting. You're not being edgy. You were supposed to be anti-establishment, and you've all become so establishment. And the worst part of this message, like you just mentioned, is she's essentially saying, and kind of opens up with her kind of just doing everything a man does, but dressed like a hoe, I think is kind of how I would describe the video. So the message to women today is be men, but do it dressed like a hoe. Like, is that empowering to women? Like, am I supposed to be like, yes, I can work these long construction hours and I can do it in a bikini. And that makes me feel empowered. It's childish. And I say this as someone who likes Katy Perry. Like, she's not someone that I find to be particularly offensive, but it's just not good music. It just isn't good music.
I am so confused.
I hear you.
I am so confused.
All right, Candace. Well, I want to say thank you so much for joining us on the TMZ podcast. And Candace, you do have your own podcast.
I do.
That's pretty new. If you can tell us a little bit about it.
Yeah, it's just me talking about the same topics that we're talking about today, talk about pop culture. I also obviously follow politics, and I get to do it all on my own now, which is really fun. So you guys can just find me on YouTube. You will like the show, and we're making fun of a lot of people, but in a lighthearted way, because if you're not laughing today, you're crying.
Thank you so much, Candace. And thank you, everybody at home. Don't forget to subscribe to the TMZ podcast, and we'll catch you next time.
TMZ podcast. Miss Candace, please stay with the politics and your research on things that you know about. You don't listen to music. You don't listen to hip hop. You don't listen to rap. You just said that in this interview. So how do you know that Eminem needs help with his career? he should go ahead and retire because how do you know this if you don't listen? You know, then you started talking about this. She's not into porn, and that's cool. She's a beautiful lady, and what makes it so bad is, not what makes it so bad. She's the type of lady, to be honest, that I'm attracted to. You know, somebody don't show a lot of skin. I don't like women that show too much, all this crazy hair. I like natural beauty. Put on your clothes and be beautiful. There are men out here that like that. So I really like her, and I'm glad I gave her a second chance. But in this case, I'll put this in this corner of you got to pick and choose what topics that you can agree with a person on. Just because you like this person, she made some great points in another video that we did. And then all of a sudden she just, in this video, I'm like, what in the world? This ain't the same person. So I thought we'd take a second look at this, so to speak. But using women, sexy women, to sell on magazines, and you got a pretty woman that's dressed real nice talking about, I don't know, toothpaste, soap, anything, soup, whatever. It's all beauty helps sell products, especially if it's clothing, perfumes, makeup, and all this type of stuff. So women been used to sell products for years, and that ain't gonna never stop no time soon. Now Kanye West is talking about doing a porn site or whatever. Man, come on, man. I'm against porn. Well, she probably never mind, I ain't gonna say that. I'm trying to watch what I say from here on out, man. I'm gonna get on up out of here. Hey, y'all take it light, take it slow. Tell them Uncle Mike told you so. Peace out. I ain't gonna say that. What facts is she talking about, M? That ain't no facts. She's saying M career should be washed up. M don't have a career. M is in here breaking the internet. Got people. Eminem, whenever we was doing reactions, period, Eminem was pulled the most views and everything. He needs to grow up. He needs to be a grandfather. He needs to, but right now he's still doing rap. He definitely needs to grow up. A lot of things she said was right. That's facts. You know, he needs to grow up and everything. What is up, YouTube? How y'all doing? What the FBI just found in Diddy's secret freak tunnel? Shocking. All right, y'all. I haven't even seen this, but hey, oh my God. This was 4 days ago. All right. Without any further ado, y'all hit that subscribe button, hit that bell. This is my first time seeing and hearing about this, so let's check it out.
Yes, you're definitely invited. I invite you to all my parties. You just haven't seemed to show up to.
No, well, they're like, what time will it go till?
That's a different type of party, though.
Uh-huh.
When Homeland Security raided Diddy's home, people were stunned, left wondering what exactly was going on to justify such an intense decision. It's not every day that a house gets raided to this degree, so it's safe to say that something major was up. From rumors of more than 1,000 bottles of lubricants to firearms, here's a rundown of everything federal agents reportedly discovered inside. The sheer quantity and range of items has sparked serious concern among fans and the general public alike.
Okay.
FBI raid and investigation. This past March, federal agents conducted an unexpected raid on multiple properties owned by Sean Diddy Combs, leaving many stunned and raising countless questions.
Breaking news, the Department of Homeland Security has just confirmed to CNN that federal law enforcement agents have raided properties owned by musician and producer Sean Diddy Combs.
At first, the details were scarce. with only the knowledge that it was tied to an ongoing investigation. The sudden nature of these raids reportedly left Combs, as well as his fans, reeling. As more news surfaced, chaotic images from the aftermath painted an unsettling picture. Yet answers were few. Adding fuel to the speculation, 𝗟𝗓𝗖𝗓𝗏, a known critic of the music industry, weighed in with her thoughts. Wright suggested that Diddy could be a scapegoat, or as she put it, the acceptable monster of the moment, likening his current predicament to that of R. Kelly's highly publicized fall from grace. She alleged that the authorities involved were kept in the dark about who was being targeted to prevent potential leaks. 𝗟𝗓𝗖𝗓𝗏 went into further detail, asserting that federal agents were deliberately kept uninformed about the identity of the individual they were investigating. This strategic decision was made to safeguard the operation and ensure its success without any leaks compromising their plans. She speculated that, despite this high level of secrecy, it was possible Diddy had received some kind of advance warning. Some individuals even theorized that he might have exploited the rumored secret tunnels supposedly constructed within his properties.
The higher-ups didn't tell anybody because they knew, with Diddy being a Fed informant, that he had people in the force and they wanted to make sure that went through legit. So they ain't tell nobody whose houses they was going to.
Allowing him to escape unnoticed or to vacate the premises just moments before law enforcement arrived. Wright noted that the agents involved were not aware that they were conducting a raid on Combs' residence until the operation had already commenced. This revelation highlights the importance of the secrecy surrounding the investigation, especially considering Diddy's alleged connections within various law enforcement circles. Wright's comments suggest a broader network of influence, indicating that authorities may have exercised caution due to Combs' ties to informants within the police force. This dynamic could explain the apparent lack of communication between the officers involved and those overseeing the operation. The end result was a tactically executed raid that caught everyone off guard, including Combs himself, and left many people questioning the integrity of the investigation. A significant part of the ongoing controversy surrounding Diddy focuses on his notorious parties, which are frequently referred to as freak-offs.
Come downstairs, just let up girls. Get it, girls, strike up a conversation or something.
I got my bad thing.
Hey, yo, we live? Tell me, we live right now?
This is out of control.
Initially thought to be extravagant gatherings filled with celebrities and influencers living it up, these events are now rumored to have much more sinister undertones lurking beneath the surface. Former bodyguard Gene Deal has gone on record, claiming that women attending these parties were often unknowingly placed in precarious situations that could lead to serious consequences. According to Deal, those behind these gatherings employed various cunning methods to catch their unsuspecting victims off guard. He explained that women who were careful about what they consumed would usually hone in on particular beverages, believing they were making safe choices. Little did they know that substances were being covertly slipped into their drinks, like orange or cranberry juice. This method, as Deal highlighted, was particularly insidious, ensuring that even the most vigilant attendees could fall victim to manipulation and coercion.
Wow.
His account has sparked widespread concern and outrage regarding the nature of these parties and the extent to which attendees may have been unknowingly compromised. The revelations have not only cast a shadow over Diddy's reputation, but have also raised serious questions about the safety and ethical standards at such events in the entertainment industry. Ongoing prosecution and evidence from the raids.
Taking a closer look at all that evidence, Diddy had 3 AR-15s seized during the federal raids that had been defaced.
As the legal proceedings against Diddy continue to unfold, there are growing concerns that the full extent of the situation is being intentionally obscured. Despite a wave of serious allegations surfacing, certain high-profile figures who are rumored to be involved, most notably Lucian Grainge, the CEO of Universal Music Group, have somehow managed to avoid any mention in the indictments. Grange's name emerged in a lawsuit filed by Rodney Jones, who claimed that Combs was engaged in organized crime activities. Jones further alleged that Diddy had installed hidden cameras in various rooms of his residences, recording not only guests, but also implicating executives, celebrities, and politicians. The absence of mention regarding influential individuals like Grange has led to widespread speculation about the thoroughness of the investigation, prompting many to question whether the entire truth will ever come to light, or if powerful figures are being shielded from accountability.
It don't matter if you Diddy or whoever you is, TG Jakes, any of them, all lies will be exposed. That's all.
The New York District Attorney's Office has taken a robust stance against the allegations leveled at Diddy, declaring that he has exploited women and others for many years. The DA's statement paints a troubling picture of Combs' alleged violent tendencies, specifically noting instances where he purportedly displayed aggressive behavior towards those who resisted his demands. Among the more shocking reports is one from 2016, which detailed a disturbing incident in a Los Angeles hotel room. In this instance, Combs was caught on video, reportedly kicking, dragging, and throwing objects at a woman, showcasing a pattern of intimidation and aggression. During the raids on Sean Diddy Combs' properties, federal agents uncovered a significant amount of evidence bolstering the serious allegations against him. Among the items taken were several firearms, which raised eyebrows about the severity of the situation. But that's not all. Authorities also found electronic devices containing a trove of images and videos linked to the notorious freak-offs. These devices are believed to hold damning evidence of the events that unfolded during these parties, where multiple victims were reportedly involved. Perhaps the most shocking discovery was the staggering collection of over 1,000 bottles of personal lubricant and baby oil, which were allegedly used during these gatherings.
How come his lawyers are the only one that don't accept the fact that it was 1,000? They counted it.
The sheer volume of these items points to a disturbing level of premeditation, reinforcing claims that the freak-offs were not just casual events, but highly organized and sinister gatherings. As more details come to light, it becomes evident that this chapter in Diddy's life stands out as one of the most significant and controversial he has ever faced. The overwhelming number of allegations, coupled with the evidence collected, paints a troubling picture of his actions over the years. While the legal battle is far from finished, the revelations thus far have shocked the public and cast a long, dark shadow over Diddy's career. The raid and
Hold up, wait a minute. He said he ain't attend any of the parties. This not at a party, it's a picture of him, though.
While
Ice
the legal
Cube.
battle is far from finished, the revelations thus far have shocked the public and cast a long, dark shadow over Diddy's career. The raid and the ensuing investigation have unleashed a whirlwind of claims about the music industry, with many speculating who else might get caught up as the case unfolds. The involvement of high-profile figures and the unsettling nature of the allegations suggest that this story is just beginning, with many more shocking details yet to be revealed. As the legal proceedings against Diddy progress, many expect that other Hollywood celebrities could be implicated due to their ties with him. Public speculation is already rife about who else could be drawn into this investigation, although those wielding significant power and influence might find ways to shield themselves from the looming legal troubles.
Okay.
Diddy's predicament is particularly complex because of his deep connections within both the music and entertainment industries. Over the years, he has cultivated relationships with some of the biggest names in the business, which could complicate matters for anyone who was close to him. The unfolding legal process will shed light on just how far these connections reach and who else might face the fallout from this scandal. Diddy's reasonings and potential sentence. According to Diddy's former bodyguard, the rapper's troubling behavior can be traced back to the influence of his mentors. He claims that industry heavyweights like Andre Harrell, Russell Simmons, and Clive Davis, who were allegedly notorious for their inappropriate and questionable treatment of women during their peak fame, played a significant role in shaping Diddy's perspective on acceptable conduct. These influential figures reportedly normalized behaviors that would later contribute to Diddy's dramatic downfall, embedding a sense of impunity within him. The bodyguard suggested that Diddy's exposure to such environments likely instilled in him the belief that he, too, could engage in similar actions without facing any serious consequences. From inappropriate physical conduct to a range of questionable activities, Diddy's former employee painted a vivid picture of a man who learned to navigate an environment steeped in misconduct, believing it was acceptable behavior in his circle. Legal analysts have been quick to weigh in on Diddy's current legal situation, offering insights into the complexities of his case. Experts suggest that he could be facing a substantial prison sentence of at least 15 years if convicted on all charges. One senior legal analyst emphasized the significant challenges Diddy's defense team will encounter, particularly with the prosecution, armed with a multitude of damning evidence, including videos, witness testimonies, and potentially damaging documents that could further implicate him. The prosecution is expected to leverage racketeering charges to construct a compelling case against Diddy.
Wow.
This strategic move allows them to introduce evidence of a broad array of interconnected criminal activities, which could complicate the defense's position significantly. By presenting a comprehensive narrative of Diddy's alleged misconduct, it becomes increasingly difficult to isolate any single claim, thus giving the prosecution a considerable edge in court. They can showcase a pattern of illegal conduct to the jury, ranging from misconduct to obstruction of justice, creating a narrative that is hard to refute. The racketeering charge paints Diddy as the head of a criminal enterprise, with prosecutors alleging that he orchestrated a far-reaching operation involving multiple illegal activities. One legal expert pointed out that the defense is likely to face an uphill battle, given the prosecution's ability to present an overwhelming amount of evidence tied to various aspects of Diddy's alleged crimes. This evidence could include recorded conversations, financial transactions, and other documentation that could tie Diddy directly to the activities in question. If the prosecution can successfully demonstrate that Diddy operated a criminal organization, they can introduce evidence from different incidents that may not initially seem related but collectively illustrate a consistent pattern of criminal behavior. This could involve testimonies from numerous witnesses and victims who claim that Diddy engaged in illegal activities for years, painting a broader picture of misconduct within his sphere. The sheer volume of this evidence will pose a significant challenge for the defense to counteract effectively, and merely discrediting a handful of witnesses may not be sufficient to sway the case in Diddy's favor. As this high-profile case unfolds, the public and legal experts alike will be watching closely to see how it impacts not only Diddy's future, but also the wider implications for the music and entertainment industries. Diddy's defense and his future. As Diddy's legal team prepares for what promises to be a fierce courtroom battle, many advocates are celebrating what they perceive as a pivotal moment of justice for his alleged victims. One prominent voice in this discourse is Jaguar Wright, a well-known figure in the music industry. She has been particularly vocal, calling for a public perp walk, where Diddy would be led into custody for everyone to witness. Wright expressed her desire for Diddy to experience the same humiliation that countless victims have faced over the years. "I want the perp walk. I want the twisty ties. I want him on the ground," Wright declared in a recent interview, underscoring her belief that Diddy should face the full weight of the legal system. For her and many others, this case symbolizes a broader reckoning within the industry, where powerful men have often evaded accountability for their actions, leaving victims unheard. However, despite the gravity of the charges against him, Diddy's legal team is not backing down without a fight. They have proposed a $50 million bond, arguing that Diddy is prepared to adhere to strict conditions, including house arrest. His attorneys have also mentioned that Diddy and his family have already surrendered their passports, indicating their commitment to remaining in the country throughout the legal proceedings. His team asserts that Diddy is a trustworthy individual who poses no flight risk, appealing to the court for his release on bond.
Right.
Yet, given the serious nature of the charges and the weight of the evidence stacked against him, many observers doubt that the court will accept these terms. Legal experts suggest that the prosecution's claims, which include accusations of witness tampering and obstruction of justice, will likely persuade the judge to keep Diddy in custody as the trial unfolds. As the trial progresses, many anticipate that even more shocking details will emerge. Speculation abounds regarding whether additional figures within the entertainment industry might be implicated in the investigation, particularly those who were closely associated with Diddy during the height of his career. While Diddy's legal team continues to advocate for his release on bond, it's evident that the evidence against him is substantial. The prosecution has compiled a formidable case, bolstered by video evidence, witness testimonies, and physical items seized during the raids. Whether Diddy can mount an effective defense remains uncertain. The coming months are poised to bring further developments in what is already one of the most high-profile legal battles in recent memory. For Diddy, this trial signifies perhaps the most crucial moment of his life. The charges against him are not merely about isolated incidents, but rather paint a comprehensive picture of a man who allegedly engaged in a wide range of criminal activities over the years. If these allegations are proven true, they could lead to a lengthy prison sentence, potentially marking a dramatic end to his career. As more evidence surfaces and the trial progresses, Diddy's fate will be determined not only by the judicial system, but also by public perception. For now, the world watches closely as the legal process unfolds, with many hoping that justice will finally be served for those who claim to have suffered at Diddy's hands. The stakes are incredibly high, and the implications of this case could resonate throughout the music and entertainment industries for years to come.
Well, what happened about the tunnels? See what I'm saying? All right, look, what happened? The name of this, oh my God. What the FBI just found in Diddy's secret freak-off tunnels shocked the entire, they ain't say nothing about the tunnels. That's clickbait. You see what I'm saying to hear this? We can put this up. And I'm letting y'all know, this is what I don't like. So please, I'm going to tell my people, make sure you name this something else. Don't say nothing about no tunnels, because wasn't no tunnels in this daggone video. That's what people clicked on, because we want to know what's going on with the tunnels. And I done watched 16 minutes of video. I done watched 16 minutes of video, and all this information is information we already got. Maybe 2% of it is not information we already got. But what I want to say is, I don't care, the freak off, the baby oars, we allegedly saying that it's been laced. We almost sure. The streets are saying that it's laced with something and everything. We're not 100% sure. Some leaked information came out that maybe it was laced with something. We 99.9999% sure. But one thing I do know we sure about is you in trouble for shaving off the daggone serial numbers on them guns. That's facts. You gonna do some? Why do you have guns in your possession that's not? I have a gun, and I got paperwork on my gun that it belongs to me. It's Michael Cross's gun, right? Who belongs to these guns that don't have no serial numbers, or you can't track these guns? That is a dude. Out of all the things, I'm telling you, out of all the things, you can't wiggle out of that one. They was in your house. So I'm just gonna leave it at that. All the other stuff, man, is God dang, man, is the same. So, hey, I'm going to get on up out of here. Y'all take it light, take it slow. Tell them Uncle Mike told you so. Peace out. Shoot, do I have room for one more? What you think? It's 7:30. Yeah. Yeah, Anthony, yeah. That's what I should have said. The attorney quit. Anthony is his name? It's 20 minutes. Oh, yeah. Thank you, Tika. Yeah. Yeah, give me something that's facts and brand new. And how long is this? 35 minutes, yeah. All right, let's do this one, Tika. Cause Tika, yeah. Thank you, Tika. That's my sister right there. Thank you, Tika. Let me use the bathroom real quick, and we're gonna get into this bad boy. And you said the lawyer Anthony quit? All right. Let's rock, baby. Let's rock. All right. I hope this is legit. What is up, YouTube? How y'all doing? Yeah. 𝗟𝗜𝗡𝗞 update. Details of the third biggest arrest incoming. Sean Diddy Combs. My glasses is broke, and I'm trying to do the best I can. Y'all hit that subscribe button and hit that bell. Appreciate it, Tika. We live when we're doing our reactions, and somebody in my live channel gave me this to do. So let's check it out, man. I'm learning as I go, but one of the things I don't like is clickbait. We just did a video, and it was talking about the tunnels in Diddy's house, and the whole video played, and we listened to it, and they ain't say nothing about no daggone tunnels. Clickbait. We don't do that here. So without any further ado, let's check this bad boy. Trying to get situated. My bad.
And we're back with yet another Allie Carter update. If you don't know who she is and are not familiar with her story, there are links in the description to past coverage and to connect with Allie and her social media directly. She discusses the upcoming third arrest that she suspects should be happening very soon. As mentioned in the last video, she definitely delivered on the second big arrest with regards to trafficking, which was former CEO of Abercrombie & Fitch, Mike Jeffries, and two others who allegedly conspired together in what has been described as a sextortion plot. I can't say if anything else she's saying is fact or fiction. It's up to you to dive deeper, do your own research, and draw your own conclusions. What we do know is that there are victims between the ages of 9 and 17 that have come forward with allegations against Diddy and associates, with the most recent being a 10-year-old.
I have been drowning in my PTSD. And I know that I'm really trying, and I'm also really trying to have this backbone, and I'm really trying, okay? But I've been drowning in my PTSD. I can't sleep. When you know the truth and when you understand what we're talking about, you won't be able to sleep either.
Wow.
When you understand that there's a child being trafficked, brutalized, raped, tortured right now as we speak.
Here we go. See, this sounds deep. This is real. I like this. Thank you, Tika.
you won't be able to sleep either. When you realize how much your government is lying to you about, everything is in your face, and some of it you've enabled, you won't be able to sleep. So, my nightmares and my flashbacks have been kicking my ass. I am going to be so blunt about that. If you have PTSD, then you understand that sometimes your PTSD will start PTSDing and there is nothing that you can do to stop it. You're like, look, I'm good. I don't know why we're doing this right now, but it won't stop. My skin is crawling. And I'm going to be posting.
I don't know what PTSD is, so please somebody explain that to me, and I'm gonna research it myself. Put it in the comments, man, because ain't nothing wrong with me. I'm normal. At least I think I was normal. I thought a lot of people was normal, but PTSD.
A video. I'm trying to post it tonight in order for y'all to catch it, because I think it's going to get blocked the second that it goes up. Maybe.
Wow.
I don't know.
That's why I'm glad it's reactors and people actually. Some of the stuff get blocked real fast or whatever, but they can't block it all, and some of the stuff slips out for a couple of days before they decide to block it. We had one of our videos blocked, and it was up there for about 4 or 5 days, and then it was blocked, even though it's the same information that's been out there. You know what I'm saying?
So I'm trying to.
So yeah.
I was going to try to post it tonight. If it's not posted tonight, it'll be posted in the morning. There evidence drops that I've posted before, but some of you have not seen it, and some of you didn't know what you were looking at. I'm a survivor of abuse, trafficking, foster care, and so much more. That has been since I was 3 months old.
3 months?
CPS reports were endless. CPS reports, even though they had bruises, they had proof. At one point, my surrogate was selling tapes to law enforcement from the back of her closet after she was abusing me and her other kids. You'll see a lot in the paperwork that it was evaluated out. At 4 years old was the first time I was without drugs, without anything. That's the first time I was like, oh, okay. I was locked in a room because I fought back. And then after her and her boyfriend did what they wanted to me, they put me out in the driveway in Ritchie Canyon. Nobody did anything. When it was taken to court, it was evaluated out. At a very young age, I always thought, what is wrong with me? That stuff keeps happening to me. It's my fault. By 13 years old, I started to ask questions, and I started to run. I started to fight back. I started to see that something wasn't right. I thought everything was normal for a very long time.
Wow.
Till about 13 years old, I was hypersexual after being raped so many times by my surrogate's boyfriends, in and out of problems. At one point, I tried to kill myself because I thought that was the only way out. I did everything because I was just like, there's no other way for me besides being somebody's puppet, punching bag, and slave. So
God, dog,
I tried to kill myself. 14 and a half, 15. I ended up with so many CPS reports, so many suicide attempts, so much that finally, after going to Canyon Ridge Hospital for over a month, they decided to put me in foster care. When I went into foster care, I thought everything was going to be fine. We were going to be good. I was going to go to school. I would be loved. I would meet a new family and live happily ever after. No. Jumped into things, went to so many foster homes, group homes, I lost count. Never stayed anywhere longer than 2 to 3 weeks, and never stayed anywhere longer than a month. attended 19 high schools in 1 year in the time that I was in foster care. I
What?
graduated.
Wait a minute. What? How many?
Never stayed anywhere longer than a month. Attended 19 high schools in 1 year
In 1
in the time that I
year.
was in foster care. I graduated 2 weeks before my class. Thank you very much. Ha ha. I wasn't supposed to. I walked into California school district with like 12 units as a senior. And if you know anything about credits out here, or not out here, I'm not in California right now, but in California, in the US, I know there's some of you who are from different countries. Thank you, by the way. You need, I think, 230 or 260 to graduate as a senior. I didn't have that, and it wasn't going to work. And everybody kept telling me, I had one of my teachers from my school tell me I was pretty enough to become a cocktail waitress or Hooters, so I should just give up while I was ahead. I ended up graduating 2 weeks before my class because my mom pushed me because I finally went home. But it is a long story because I went from 15 years old to so many foster and group homes to small trafficking, getting in a car, doing little stuff with people because they told me to, because I was very naive and just looking for peace and for somebody to love me.
Oh my gracious, man. I cannot believe
And then I
this.
went into elite trafficking. At 16 and a half, I was auctioned to Russia. At that moment, I realized I'm not coming back. I was sold to the man for a weekend, and I was supposed to go with him for a week. And in that small time that I was with this man, I was like, he hates Americans. And I didn't understand at that time. I was 15. I did not understand what that meant for people out of the country. I was taken out of the country while in foster care custody. Everything was different. The smells were different. The street signs, the doors, the walls, everything was just different. And I thought, like, God, if I could just please go back to the States, I swear I will get away from this man. I will figure something out.
Oh my God.
The way he treated me, I knew that if I was to spend more than a few days with him, I was lucky enough to come back, that he was going to kill me. So I ran from foster care, from Child Protective Services custody, went missing AWOL for a year straight. My pimps had a lot of police officers, authority in their back pocket. When it comes to Child Protective Services, there's no oversight. There is no boss. There is an ombudsman. That ombudsman of Riverside County Child Protective Services custody, I called, my mom called, people called. We put in reports. We put in emails. I talked to her at one point and told her everything that was going on. She said she would help, and then she disappeared and got taken out of her position. A few weeks later, after I contacted her, I always knew that every time I told somebody who I was, whatever connections are in my life, there's a lot of holes to my life as well. Still I'm not sure of.
Preach, sister. Preach. Talk to us.
But all the holes and connections to my story, I knew every time I introduced myself, somebody was always like, oh, it's you. And I didn't know what that meant. A lot of people knew me and I didn't know them.
Wow.
Nobody helped. People are quick to say that they will help. Money changes people. Promises change people. I've seen people, I've walked into a job, I've been high. I told them the truth. I'm 14 years old, I'm 15 years old. This is the truth, this is what's going on. And I've had people respond to me and tell me, you're the same age as my daughter and not for tonight. I've had people tell me some wild stuff on jobs. Treat it like therapy for their sick fantasies.
Oh my God. Oh my God.
It's not just the elite. It's everybody in the middle. It's everybody in between, and it's everybody on the bottom.
Oops, sorry.
down to the people who clean the sex toys got issues. Okay, so you think that it's just the elite that are using things and hurting people, but there are people who clean sex toys for elite. That because that's their job and they come in for cleanup, then if there is somebody who is laying there after a job, then they will still go after you because, hey, what is anybody gonna do? If you understood how deep this world goes, you would be sick. You would be beaten down doors. The only reason why some people are not, unfortunately, the only reason why some people are not is because it's not theirs. It's not a personal problem for them. It's not their child. It's not someone they love. So they think it's not their fight. It is your fight. It's happened in front of you. It's been enabled by people who sign the paychecks of the elite. When you stream their music, when you buy their t-shirts, when you are following their social medias, you sign their paycheck. These people don't have a job. Their job is to fool you. That's their job.
You hear that? You hear that? Golly. Well, girlfriend, if you came over here to this channel and to me for help, you best believe that is what you're going to get, help. That is a shame. You run to people for help and they trick you too.
Their job is to sell you something and make you believe it in order to sign their paycheck. That's their job.
Help us.
For a very long time, I have always said it's not just one side, it's red and blue side, it's everybody in the middle that are guilty. When I say everybody, I am everybody. At one point when I got out, I pretended like nothing mattered. That's why a lot of people call me traitor. It's my fault. I hate you. You just left me. I got out. I made a choice. And at one point I wasn't healed. I was just out. Freedom is not free. That's not what that means. So when I got out, I was just out. And I was on a whole other level of, it didn't matter. It didn't matter because I knew there was nothing I could do. It didn't matter because I knew this would happen. If I ever tried to tell, I knew nobody would hear me. Just the same way nobody tried to hear me when I was a child. The same way the authorities and the adults that were supposed to protect me, they did not. They were protected by the predators. My mom has been fighting for me for a very long time. I met her when I was 14, 15. She didn't get to adopt me until I was 19 because at the time nobody wanted me, but nobody could have me either. So everybody gave her hell. There are people who keep saying handler. Do you know what a handler is? Do you honestly know what a handler is? A handler is somebody who covers things up. A handler is somebody who makes sure you stay in the turmoil that you're going through and you're tortured for the rest of your life. A handler is somebody who is not going to allow something to be exposed to the light because they keep everything in the dark. So for those of you who are seeing really messed up people mention the words handler, do they know what a handler is or do they not? Because if you understood what a handler is, it ain't the definition of the woman that's sitting next to me. A lot of people don't know what the definition of a mother is either. A mom and a mother are two different things. Anybody can be a mother. Anyone, any female can be a mother. It takes a real woman to be a mom.
To be a mom. Yes, indeed.
It takes one hell of a woman to go through the hardships and the commitment to be someone's mother. To say that I am here through the tough, the hard, the ugly, the battered, the bruised, and the broken, not just for the good part and the pretty part. I'm here for it all. I'm here through with losing sleep. I'm here with worry. I'm here with overwhelming fears of what could possibly happen. That's a mother.
Amen.
That's a mom.
That's a mom.
A mother is somebody who can just give life and say, yeah, I did it.
And walk away.
Pop them out like guppies.
And fathers. Just go for both.
But when are they going to take care of them? Moms are females that have stepped in because other women refuse to be one. That's my mom.
Amen.
And if you don't understand that, I could be a whole different person, yet I'm sitting here talking to you. I have my sanity, trying.
Amen.
Trying to keep it. I have my religion.
Amen.
And it's getting shaky sometimes.
Amen.
I'm trying not to lose my spot in heaven. Okay? But in order for me to be sitting here talking to you and speaking on my spot in heaven, it's because of her.
Amen.
All right? Like, it's God. But second of all, it's because of her. Second to God, it's this woman. So for those of you who don't understand that, you probably had a messed up relationship with the person that you're supposed to call mom too, but she was a mother. I'm sorry.
No, don't
Don't
be
get mad
sorry.
at mine because you didn't have yours.
Don't be sorry.
That's all I got to say about that.
Finally got one. Anybody who loves
My
you.
surrogate was a evil piece of shit. That woman is so evil, there's no denying it. You can see it. You could see it in the paperwork. You could see it in the actions. You could see it in how hard I fought as a child, but still was silenced. If you understood the hell I went through, real people see real people, so thank you for that. I'm going to release something, and it has a CPS document, a kit. I've had there's files, stacks of CPS documents, and somebody burned a building down, thought that they were just going to get rid of it because they didn't want my truth to come out. Too late. Too late. There are stacks and copies all over the United States of America and out of it. Too late. Okay. Police reports, SART kits. I've had so many kits, I've lost count. I was abused so many times, I lost count. I really did lose count. At one point, I thought, like, hey, maybe I'll have that story one day. Okay, it happened like 5 times. It happened like 7 times. It happened like 10 times. After so many, I lost count. I'm not in a relationship. I never want to be. I feel like from the things that I've went through, I don't see myself in a relationship because I never want to hurt somebody that's trying to make something. I know that me not being able to have kids has nothing to do with hurting someone's vision, but I can't have kids of my own, which is fine because there's enough kids in this world that there's so many kids who deserve a home and a family, and I'm one of them. That I understand that adopting is the most beautiful thing and DNA doesn't take a family and my child doesn't need to look like me in order to be a part of me. I get that. I get it. I have a lot of dancers that are my babies. Everybody that has ever been in my eyesight, I've taught. I used to teach special needs kids, every age child up to adults. And every person that was in my eyesight is my baby. And I would protect with my life. They don't need to look like me, but there's a part of me that you can see in their heart. And that's all that I admire that. But I don't think I could ever be in a relationship. Again, because of all the things that I've been through, I just feel like it's not a thing. Haven't been in a relationship, haven't had sex in years. Not planning to. Okay, I am good. I've had a lot of this life where I got more under my belt than I need. So it's cool. It's cool.
That's cool.
I'm married to Jesus. I wear a purity ring. This is not a wedding ring for those who keep asking. It's a purity ring. With Corinthians, love is patient, love is kind, love is not jealous. Corinthians 10:13? Maybe. 1 Corinthians? I told you guys not done with me yet. So,
Take your time, sister. Take your time. Get your
I'll
thoughts
be posting
together.
a video of CPS document, CPS reports by date, kit, some things in the CPS reports, and one of the Johns that I have had too many orders with. I say that I'm broken, but I know that I'm not broken beyond repair. I know that I'm loved more than I can imagine. I have a family now, thanks to y'all. So many 90s angels that have been my mom's biggest support team, and family that we never thought we would have. That family has the insurance drops that I'm going to drop unredacted. I don't care. I really don't care, but I'm being smart about some things because my case was not a case that just had me on it. There were other minors on the case. So there's some things that are redacted. Now, I've kept things redacted because if I unredact them, there's going to be an issue, and some people don't deserve that attention. However, they do deserve some questions to be asked and answered. How the hell did this happen? Where were you? What were you doing when your child was missing? Did you know that your child was being trafficked? How many times did CPS get called? Why were they getting called? Is the hospital for criminally insane something that, if you've been there, should you really have kids? Was I missing from Child Protective Services custody for a year straight? Where the hell was everybody? And then if I'm 30 now, where was everybody before? So many questions, right? But none are answered. However, I know there's no justice for me. The whole point of this video, say it with me, is the children. Every time people get distracted, put them back towards the who? The children. When we are talking about cases beyond cases, elite and parties, assaults and the things that are going on in the news, we are not talking about just adults. We are talking about children. Quiet on the Set. That documentary that they did. They did that documentary, but you notice they stayed away from certain words like They stayed away from certain words like ultra. They stayed away from certain words to make sure that they walked y'all up to that door, but they didn't knock on it. They walked you guys up to the door, but they didn't tell you the God honest truth. They made sure that you were cushioned enough to say, oh, maybe they're not complicit. Bullshit.
How you go, girl? And it's funny because even on YouTube, there's certain words you can't say. Why you can't say them? Everybody know you just make it harder for people to get your point across. Why y'all got to bleep out some of them words? Why we have to bleep out some of the words? It's bull, beep.
They
all
are.
Bull.
You should be demanding answers from all the celebrities that are quiet. Answers your question of who's involved with the Diddy client list. It answers your question of who is involved with the Ghislaine Maxwell list. It answers your question of who's on those flight logs. It answers your question of who's been on those islands. Where did those children come from? People still are not asking. Where did those children come from? People are still not checking Child Protective Services custody. Did you get an Amber Alert for them? No. Did anybody question that neighbor of Diddy's?
No.
He said there were buses coming at 3 a.m. Did anybody ask what kind of buses? Who was driving the bus?
Yep. That neighbor said that. I live right next to him, and he started yelling out and saying all this type of stuff. I be hearing all them parties. Y'all keep it down. The neighbor even said stuff.
Where did that bus go? How many kids was on that bus? Why didn't anybody say anything? No. If you went to a Diddy party, why the hell are you protecting the predators that weren't protecting a child?
Talk to him, sis.
How many times does it need to be in your face?
Right in your face.
Do you understand what's going on with children? You want to know who needs reparations? Foster kids.
Oh, my goodness.
That's who needs some reparations. Foster kids.
Wow.
When you understand how evil the foster system is, the streets should be packed. I'm waiting on the day we wake up and the streets are full. I'll be out there with you. I'll be out there with you. I'm not inciting any violence, but I will be out there with you. We, not we will be out there with you.
Amen, sis.
Some people are
Amen.
going to get so upset with the next drop. Some people are going to be a little stunned with the next arrest. It's coming. Again, there will be no accidental fires, no car accidents, no accidental car accidents. We are not carrying anything in this car that cannot be accounted for. We are not carrying any weapons. We are not homicidal. We know that God has got to do what he needs to do. The vengeance is not ours, it's the Lord's.
Amen. Amen.
I'm not a celebrity.
Amen.
My pain is not a billboard. And who wants to be the face of trafficking? We're not talking about, I'm not an influencer. It does not influence you to do makeup. Okay? This is the truth. Nobody should have to influence you to be influenced. You shouldn't need an influencer to be influenced, to get up off your ass and do what is right, because it could be somebody that you love.
Yes, indeed.
That's all.
That's what I think about. It could be one of my loved ones.
We fighting in a different way. There's mounds of evidence, and I don't trust people right now, because I've already tried. We've been there. We've been screaming for I don't know how long, since we were a baby, and then 4 or 5 years ago we started screaming on here. Okay, I don't know what's going to happen. I do know that this is the hill that we die on. There are some people who are really upset by us saying what we are about to say. There are some people that are really upset that if this arrest goes through with the females I'm thinking it's supposed to go through with.
Wow.
Some people really love Ellen and Oprah and Whoopi herself.
Wow.
Somebody is threatening that they're going to drop me where I stand on Halloween night because you're conjuring spells and doing rituals so big that it's helping the spirits. You know when they say they release the spirits over the city and the spirits are roaming and they're joking about Halloween. That is not a joke. That is not a joke at all. They are conjuring the hell out of demons. Some people are into witchcraft. I know there's some people that are into witchcraft on here, and we talked about this. We don't do that. We don't play with that stuff. But we appreciate that you're sitting here and you're doing something for the children. You're trying to listen for the children. But we don't need your problems sweet enough, as you can see. But that shit is not a joke. It's not a joke at all.
Yes,
when
indeed.
you understand how spirits work, it's not a joke. CERN works, it's not a joke. So the amount of rituals and things that they are conjuring in your face, you already know that, because when you go to the bookstore, you see satanic books. When you go to church, you understand, because what do you think you go to church for? If you go to church, what do you think you go to church for? What do you think those stories in your Bible are for? Do you think that they didn't exist before? Do you think that they don't exist now? That is your war manual to exactly what is happening right now. What you are fighting and praying against in your Bible is what you are fighting and praying against right now. We do not battle against flesh and blood, but against the principalities, rulers, and spirits.
That's right. You
this earth.
You say
I may have said that wrong. Don't follow me. Sometimes you
don't worry about that, sis.
That way.
You put it out there though.
A very narrow road close to heat. Like I don't.
You don't have to be. You know what's in your head. Sometimes you can't get it out your mouth. I'm with you, because there's a lot of times I know what I'm trying to say, but other than choking, sometimes you just can't get it out.
So I'm still working on me, okay? But Ephesians 6:12 is one of my favorite verses, if I can spout it off right. However,
amen. Don't worry about it.
We do not battle against flesh and blood.
Mm-hmm.
All right? This is a war against good versus evil. Mm-hmm. And if you can feel that, this is a war for our nation right now. Mm-hmm. No matter what side you are on, it's a war for our nation. It's a war for our children. It hasn't stopped.
The most innocent.
You're just now understanding and welcoming to the party of what's going on. This is not new either. Okay, so we've gotten so many threats. I'm gonna kill you. I'm gonna drop you. Do it.
Do it. Try it.
Do it.
I don't think it's gonna work the way you think it's gonna work.
Do it. My programming's broken. I know some of you don't get that, but my programming's broken.
I think
And
mine
whatever
is
not
too,
broken,
sister.
oh, it's on its way. It's on its way. So yeah, there are some things that you can still knock me on my ass with, but you trust and believe you better not let me get back up, okay? Okay. We gotta go. And we
Yes.
thank you for listening. A lot's about to come out. Another arrest is coming again. People should be like, what the we're talking about, kids?
Yes.
What? No. Somebody better answer something.
Yes.
How many more kids do you need?
The bubble.
How many more need to be swept under the rug? How many more need to be silenced for you to say, oh, enough? I pray for that day for so many predators. I pray for that day where you feel an inch of what you've done to your victims. They don't sleep. Every smell sometimes triggers them. PTSD is off the chain on days that you feel like you are having the best. Every time you think that everything is cool, something floods back, memories kick you in the face, and there is not a damn thing you can do to stop it. It's not just the top, it's everywhere in between, and unfortunately, it's in our own backyard and in our own family. Sometimes it's the worst because it be your own people.
We know kids are being harmed by people of all walks of life, all day, every day. It shouldn't take there being celebrities involved to bring attention to the great big elephant in the room.
Yes.
These are children missing just this past month in the U.S.
That is crazy, man. And the thing about it is, just putting up these pictures, because you see them on the back of a milk carton, you see all that. That ain't help. That ain't doing it. That is not doing it anymore. Lord have mercy. I'ma let it run. I'ma let it run, just in case somebody's watching this might see their kid up there. So I'ma let it run.
These are all the children under 14 right now that have gone missing this past year.
In 1 year. Oh my God, can you believe that? There's a sick, they are rich so they can cover up their sickness. They are rich to cover up their secrets. They focus on becoming rich so they will be able to satisfy their sickness.
These are children currently under 10 that have gone missing since 2020.
Oh my gracious, man, that's no way in the world.
These are all the children currently under 10 that have gone missing since 2015.
I gotta let it play. Look at this. This don't make no sense.
And here are children currently under 5 that have gone missing since 2020.
Man, that is not. Oh my God.
How young do they need to be to pull your heartstrings? Where are all these children going? Even if half can be attributed to runaways or being abducted by one of their own parents, where are the rest? What are the authorities doing to pursue these cases? How in this day and age are they not able to track down these children? With the massive levels of surveillance, there's no way these kids are just disappearing into thin air like they once did. I've been pondering the what can we do question for a while now, and I guess the best way to start is going to this search page and looking in an area near you. Now, we're not going to cause any problems or get ourselves into some kind of trouble, but we can contact our local authorities and give them gentle reminders. Ask them what they're doing to find these little ones missing from your area. The squeaky wheel gets the grease after all. So let's get squeaky. Does anyone remember that You Don't Fuck With Cats documentary, where all these internet sleuths came together to identify and track down this repulsive human that was posting videos of himself harming kittens? Can we please give a fuck about kids as much as we do about cats and dogs?
Yes,
There's so much more ground to cover and many more dots to connect. So make sure to like, share, and subscribe, and I'll catch you on the flip side.
Wow. 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 I'm speechless. I'm speechless after that, man. Tika, we gotta find a way to post this more than once. We gotta, this is ridiculous. This girl, 𝗟𝗡𝗡𝗞 story. Yeah, I'm speechless, man. Y'all please like, share this video. I beg of you. Leave me a comment. Let me know if y'all made it to the end. Say, I'm a ender. I'm a ender. Let me know you made it to the end. If you say I'm a ender, that means you heard me tell you to go in the comments and say I'm an ender. I ended it. Most definitely, man. Look here, I don't know what to say. I'm afraid to say anything, man. I am afraid. These people are powerful and they got money and they coming after you. Only thing I can say is she said another arrest is happening. I got 3 women on my list that I'm not even going to say their names yet. I'm thinking it. And it's funny because if I say it out loud out of my mouth, most of the time it don't happen. But if they doing this, I want it to happen, so I'm not going to say nothing. I'm not going to say nothing. I'm using all my power and strength. Y'all take it light, take it slow. Tell them Uncle Mike told you so. Peace out. Oh my goodness, that's it. We're going to leave these 2 up there. I'm done. That's scary. This is 19 minutes. We'll do these tomorrow. And that's 6 minutes. Yeah, we'll do them tomorrow. Take it, that was amazing right there. Jesus. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Oh, my new dude's supposed to be starting tomorrow. Okay, y'all. Oh, shoot. Wait a minute. Y'all take it light, take it slow. Tell them Uncle Mike told you so. Peace out.